Anchorage, Alaska, September 15th. Columbus Funny Bone, September 27th through 29th. October, I'm in D.C. Today's guests, Tom Segura, Christina Pazsitzky. Go to BertCast.com. Get a shirt.
This is the Bertcast.
Yeah, I'm recording right now. Hang on. We're recording. Yeah. You can't say stuff like that. What if it comes true? Okay, here. There's a... Wait. There is 4 mics. What the fuck's this hooked up into? All right, grab a mic. Tom, there's one right there. Push, there's one right there. There's another one right here. What's this 4th mic to? Can anyone hear this? What's this thing? Hello? This isn't hooked into anything. My fucking kids. Let me tell you something. All right, we're recording, and I'm sure I'm losing people. Yeah, sit there.
Maybe edit this out?
Nope. I've already said we're recording. That's how I officially start my podcast.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
This looks like anal beads.
That's great. That does look like anal beads.
Yeah, that is by, those are made by my cameraman, John Mans.
Doesn't
He
the
makes
fan
anal beads?
interfere with your sound?
There
Do
are...
you worry?
What's that?
The fan, does it interfere with your sound?
I don't
Do you
know.
hear that? Oh.
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out when this episode gets uploaded.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I just got an air conditioner in the man cave. Tell me if you hear it. And if you do, just pretend like it's your air conditioner. I'm amazed at the amount of sound engineers that... Yeah, you can totally hear it.
Yeah, it's kind of loud, huh?
Should I turn it off? You want to sweat in here?
It's your I don't know. No, you're pretty big. You might sweat a lot.
All right, I'll turn it off.
No, you're fine.
No, it's up to you, buddy. It's your...
You're sweating.
I don't care.
You're sweating now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always sweating.
Here, wait, no one talk. Nah, you can't hear it.
Nah, it's good.
Yeah, you can't hear it.
What products do you use for hair?
Rogaine.
So
I've been
what?
using it for 20 years.
20 years?
That can't be good.
You're using
you
it for
still
20
have
years
hair.
for real?
Fucking these pants.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been
I'm
using it
fine.
for
Tell her
20
what
years.
happened with the pants.
Oh, fucking came in to get pants today at Lucky. Oh, wait, hold on. John Mans made those. Those are called Dinkum systems. You brought it up, and I've always told him I'd plug them for sending those for me for free,
Oh,
and I've
that's
never once
great.
talked about them once.
They're
Okay.
great.
They're mic stands. They hold GoPros. We use them on our show. They're called Dinkum systems. John Mans, you can find him on Facebook. He's single, and if he dare shows you his phone, you'll fucking... It's a panty dropper. He's set up an album on his phone because he's single. He's like 45 and short. So he's I know he's listening to
So
this.
that nice promotion for him.
So,
yeah?
but he set up an album of all the greatest things he's ever done in his life. So he's like, oh yeah, let's just look through phones. And then he just like him and Richard Branson in a submarine.
Wait,
Brilliant.
an album, like a photo album?
Like an album on his
your phone.
That's so
So
good.
you can just
he
open
brings that out.
Yeah, all
and
right.
people, it's like
I
him
like
and Richard
that.
Branson, him on the top of like K2, like him, like he's a real hardcore adventure with children in Sierra Leone.
Can I tell you what that's good for? Is
What?
when you feel really low about yourself or you're on the road and you're alone and you're like, my life sucks. And then you remind
Yeah.
yourself of all the good things you've done.
Or how many awesome, fun things you've had.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Reaffirming, positive.
Do you know what's even better than that? Sitting in a hotel room and seeing a marathon of your TV show of you traveling around the world. And you're like, shut the fuck up. And then you're like, well, I guess I'll do one show at the Seattle. I guess my Sunday night show only has 80 people. Fantastic. Wait, okay, that was one thing. And then what was that before that? Rogaine for 20 years.
20 years you've been on it for real?
20 years I've been on it for Rogaine.
So how long? When did hair loss really start for you?
I dated a fucking C word.
Yeah.
She was a C word. And I remember her telling me when I was 20, I was probably 22. She was like, yeah, you're thinning up there. And I was like, I didn't know, and it really wasn't that bad, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure no one could notice it.
Yeah.
But she told me, and the dude that ended up fucking her told me also.
Fucking her while you were dating her?
Yeah, my best friend for like since we were children.
Not
Ended up
anymore.
fucking her. Yeah.
Are you still friends with him?
No. I see him. We're
Wait,
fine.
he said...
Him and her both were the two people that said I was losing my hair to me, and I then got on Rogaine. This is back when you had to get Rogaine prescribed.
So
you
wait,
don't have to now.
No,
he-
I had to go to a doctor. That was the best day of my life, not having to refill prescriptions of Rogaine.
Did he tell you because he fucked her and she was like, it's so much better to not have like a guy with thinning hair?
No. I don't know why. I don't know. It was right when I got rid of long hair. I had long hair my whole life.
Really?
What?
I had hair down to my shoulders.
Oh, I cannot even picture this.
Oh,
That's
it's
so
beautiful. And then I
So basically you were Annie.
Who? My sister?
Right.
Yeah. No, but curlier. My hair was curly. And
What?
I had
Curly.
and then I went to, it was like curly. I looked a lot like Eddie Vedder.
Does
That's so retarded. And wait, how did you start thinning?
He says that with a straight face.
Yeah,
I
looked a lot like.
I used to do an Eddie Vedder face where I go,
push.
I can't do it anymore, but they go, hey.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. That's good.
Ooh, hey,
Were you a big fan of his?
I was massive.
And what happened? What kind of pussy do you think Pearl Jam got in their heyday?
Dude,
crushed
he
it.
dated the same girl his whole life.
What a fucking loser, right, guys?
Hey.
Huh? Oh yeah. That's,
No. And so then I got a Caesar. This is back when Caesars were the shit. I got a Caesar.
What
and,
band were you into when you got the Caesar, though? Somebody must have influenced you.
I got
recording?
the Caesar right around. Yeah, I think we're recording.
Was it around Wilco? Is that when you got into Wilco?
No. Oh, no.
Oasis?
Ooh, no. See, I got the Caesar I was into Tool and Nirvana.
Okay.
I was really into Tool. Like I fucking
Really? That was your jam?
Really into Tool.
What about them did you like? They're pretty aggressive.
I liked the concept his songs would take. Prison Sex was like a game changer for me because I heard Prison Sex and I was like, holy shit, this is more than just a song. This is a story about redemption and then the cycle of life in prison and literally the guy's turning. I mean, it fucking blew my
and
mind.
you related to that.
I did not relate to it, but I feel like I'm getting fucking interviewed. What is this? Your mom's house? Mommies, get your jeans on. Is Sickler going to roll in? Fuck the crab feast.
Wait,
do you
so
love catchphrases from podcasts?
Yeah. No.
what's your catchphrase?
I don't have a
for this
catchphrase.
one?
I have the only thing that these are you ready for my catchphrases?
Yeah.
Apparently I clear.
Does Trip Flip ever do they have anything contractually about hair loss?
No.
Do they shoot things though with that in mind?
No, but I
Because you know what?
What?
Up front, it's not that bad.
No,
No.
looks good.
The
No.
back's really bad.
Yeah.
The back's not that bad.
It's really
It's
bad.
really
The back's not that
bad.
bad. I'll tell you real honestly. In the documentary, yes, screen the documentary the other day, everybody. In the documentary,
How is it?
I don't look balding once.
They cut out a lot of stuff.
No, it's the lighting. The lighting
lighting.
is a big deal with thinning hair. If you sit under
True.
a light, you
Yeah.
look thin. But if you don't, if you're not head lit,
Yeah.
like when you go to like the old school theaters to do a show,
Yeah.
and the lights are on the side of the mirrors, my hair looks thick as fuck. But if I go into a bathroom with a halogen lamp up top, it looks super thin.
Yeah.
So
I wonder what kind of kidney damage you have from all the 20 years of Rogan.
never, man. I go to the doctor once a year. I get
good?
everything tested out. I'm totally fine.
And you put a topical on there? Like
I
you
put
rub-
Rogaine in twice a day. The Rogaine foam really kind of changed things for me because it thickens your hair also like a product. And
Like a mousse.
then everyone knows that I use Super Million Hairs.
What's
I get
that?
Super
that?
Million. Do you want me to Super Million Hairs to you?
What?
Oh,
What's that?
No. Don't leave. What do you do?
dude, it is. You will become addicted.
What is it?
I've talked about this before on the podcast. I did it to Tom Rhodes when he came over.
Yeah.
It is a fiber that you sprinkle in your hair, and it just makes the follicle thicker. Then you spray a hairspray onto it, and it grabs onto the follicle, and it just makes your follicles thicker. So it makes it look like if you are just thinning a little bit, if you sprinkle it in, you don't look thinning at all. So
And
I
does
use
is it future preventative? Like
no. It's just it's smoke and mirrors.
Oh, it's like a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it's a Band-Aid to a
but
big
what you're
problem.
on, the Rogaine, that's like a long-term solution, right?
Yeah, Rogaine is. I've been on it, and I've. Here's the thing: I have stayed at this hair loss my entire life. For 20 years, I've
Well,
been
that's
right
work
here,
then.
Really?
right here.
That's amazing.
It hadn't gotten worse as long as you've known me.
Yeah, I guess not.
It's just been the same. I've watched people lose their hair that I've known,
Yeah.
and I've been like, "Oh shit, you should have just done Rogaine." Some
Yeah.
people lose their hair to stress. Some people dude, plugs are amazing these days. Not plugs. I guess they're not plugs. It's called hair whatever.
Yeah.
But dudes with those hair replacement are fucking
It's
amazing.
amazing. It's amazing.
We could say some names, but
Yeah.
guess we won't.
Are you gonna try it? Do you think, Jeans, ever?
I got the name because I'm thinning up here.
Yeah, I noticed really bad today. Like I noticed for the first time today.
Today?
Yeah, today. So
No,
what?
it looks good. I think Tommy looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Like
I
if you
found out
if you were an extra in Philadelphia.
I found out the guy who does all the top people.
Are you going to do it?
I don't know.
Don't fucking do it.
I haven't.
I mean,
thought-
do it. Do it. Do it. You know what? I don't. Why am I saying don't do it? I'd do it. Leanne won't let me.
What do you mean? She won't let you?
She won't let me. I've asked her.
Why?
I wanted to do it. She's like, no, just fucking be a man and lose your hair.
But wait, you already take something to stop losing your hair.
I know. I'm never going to stop taking it. The second I stop taking it, it will go. It will disappear. I will take. Here's a question. Okay.
Okay.
But I'm asking it to me, so you just got to listen to me answer it and ask myself it. $1 million. Rogaine says we're going to give you $1 million, and what we want you to do is stop taking the product, and we want to document all your hair falling out. From how much money? How much money, in essence, for you to take something so your hair just disappears?
Well, I don't have a paralyzing fear of the hair
don't?
loss. No, like
Oh, I understand. Yeah.
no, I'm serious.
No, I know. I understand.
Like to me, I have a good shaped head. I had
Yeah.
a buzz for years. Like I've always thought, if I have like serious hair loss,
Yeah.
I'll just buzz my head. I don't.
You don't
fear
care about
look.
that.
It
What's
doesn't
your
freak me
biggest
out.
fear, Tommy?
What's my biggest fear?
In
Do you get
life?
depressed
What's your
when you get a
biggest
haircut
fear?
and you see how thinning it is? Do you have like that twinge of depression? Because I get a twinge of depression whenever I get a haircut and I realize, oh, there's a new area that's thinning more than I've noticed.
You know what I get more depressed by? A haircut where it's poorly done on their part. As if you're an expert at cutting hair,
Yeah.
and you see this, you should cut this a certain way.
Yeah.
And like when it's not that like it's a new thing. I'm like, oh, you just did a shitty job. Like remember
Yeah.
that's like
No,
when
they don't
when I
care.
found the guy that I go to. Like at least I leave there going like, oh, cut this a certain way. Whatever. Like
Yeah.
use your expertise to
I
make
feel
this look
bad
better.
for dudes who don't know that there are people that know how
to cut hair, of
thinning
course.
hair.
And you should
make it
spend
look-
money. You
yeah.
should spend money on a
Because
haircut.
dudes go to Supercuts.
I learned
and then
this
they
from
get
her.
Shit haircuts.
Really?
When we started dating, and I wasn't even thinning at all, I don't think then, I would tell her all the time, like, I went and got a haircut, and then today I went and got another haircut because yesterday's haircut was so bad that I'd go, and she goes, where'd you get your haircut? And I was like, some fucking like $10 place. And she convinced, she was like, why would you get it? Like, you spend more on shirts. Like, why would you?
So, real talk?
You should.
How much do you spend on a haircut?
I'll tell you exactly what I spend.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
You got to guess. Do I spend more or does Tom spend more? Hey, in the man cave, Tom Segura, Christina Pazsitzky.
Oh yeah.
Okay, keep going. Who do you think spends more? I know my exact price. Are we going to put plus tip?
I think because I guide Tommy and I don't let him get shit ass haircuts.
Yeah.
I think my husband.
Ready? You want to say it at the same time?
Wait, but do you go to somebody or do you
I
get,
go to
like-
somebody.
Okay.
Romy Courtier.
Okay. Want to
Sounds
go at the same
fancy,
time?
Though.
Same times. Count
Okay.
of three. One,
two,
two, three.
$35.
$75.
What?
$75.
Oh my god.
85 with a tip.
You give a $10 tip?
And he
On a
owns the place. And
$75
apparently you're not
haircut?
supposed to tip people that
Sheesh.
own the place.
You're not?
I guess. I give dude, I got shit on because I didn't tip. Not shit on. I mentioned on Rogan's podcast one time that I don't tip the drivers of cars for car services.
You know how much I tipped my car driver this weekend?
I always
How
tip.
much?
$20.
Okay. I do now.
$20.
I do now. I tip certain places. This is where I believed tipping was working. I tipped the maid always, but that was because I was leaving shit in the room. So I give her
That's good.
$100
You give the maid $100.
What?
for the weekend. For the weekend.
See, that's ridiculous.
for the
so
weekend.
crazy.
I'm there
Driver?
Wednesday to Monday.
That's crazy.
$100 is a lot.
That's
for a
insane.
maid.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, then I'll take that back.
Jesus.
And
That's
but
ridiculous.
for drivers, I was like, a lot of times if like, because I don't ever rent I don't even ever get my car. Someone else is getting it, and a lot of times they include tip in there. So now we're just double
Not
tipping.
the clubs. What clubs? The
Oh,
clubs?
do you tip? Do you tip like if like say the doorman takes you to the airport? Do you give him money?
Yeah. I tip whoever takes me to the airport.
Suck.
Wait, can we
Fuck.
back up? What's your biggest fear, Tommy? I'm married
Yeah.
to you now for 4 years. I don't even know what your biggest fear in life is.
I don't even know. I don't know what my biggest fear in life is. It's
Prison,
a really.
I
getting
can
lost
give
in
you.
space alone.
Being
Oh,
buried
you're
alive.
talking about like like?
Fear.
I know, but I mean,
What scares you the most? Poverty, homelessness, AIDS.
yeah, all that stuff. I mean,
Herpes.
well, yeah, but I mean, are you talking about like? There's there's ways to answer that question, like drowning as like your biggest
That's
fear,
scary.
or is there more like real life? You know what I
Being
mean?
alone.
Yeah.
Dying alone.
Sure. I mean,
My biggest fear is losing a child.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
But
that's-
no questions
but
asked.
that's a real one.
That is a quantifiable, solid fear that I think about constantly.
more than losing your watch.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say my wife.
Oh,
Boring. Need it, sister.
losing a child.
Oh, that is. I think that's the one thing. When I hear people like, I'm only using this. I'm not going to use anyone's name. When I hear females say like confidently, "I don't want kids," like I don't want to have kids. A lot of times I go, yeah, but I don't think you really know why you're saying that. Like that is a very valid point, but you don't know a lot of the real reasons you don't want kids.
What
Like,
do you mean?
The fear, like once you have them, it's like all of a sudden you've got something that you've got to fucking like you worry about so much.
Sure.
Like that, and I maybe they're just not saying that. Maybe they're just saying it.
But do you
to be
not believe that some people don't want kids?
No, I do. I do believe people don't want kids for like selfish reasons. Like I want to be able to go to Paris when I want to go to Paris. Same reason people don't want dogs. I think
Yeah.
there are people that do that, but I don't think there are people that are being vulnerable and God, I'm saying stuff that I'm just going to get fucking lit up on Twitter. But like, I just think that I think it is very valid when someone doesn't want kids. I sometimes just think they don't know the reason why they don't want kids. And there is a very quantifiable reason.
I think people know why they don't.
No, but
what do you mean? They don't know the underlying reason?
It's like I'm trying to think of the right analogy of saying this. Is like it would be like someone saying like I want to play professional football for the money, and you're like,
Yeah.
well, there's also a lot of great stuff about it. I'm sure that's why you want to play, but there's also so much cool shit.
Yeah.
Like you get your own phone number, you get fucking
Phone number?
Yeah, all the NFL guys get their own an NFL phone number.
What do you mean?
They get an NFL phone number, so it's like 800 NFL, and then you get your number
To call.
Yeah, well, I don't know why that's something someone want. I'm talking in spirals right now.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, I'm not saying I know people know why they don't want kids. I'm not saying that it's like, hey, I don't want a tattoo. I know why I don't want a tattoo. And then a guy covered in tattoos goes, oh, there's other reasons too. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like the fear of losing a child. I did not know that was part of the equation of having children.
Yeah.
That there would be this constant fear of irrational fears, kidnapping, fucking gunmen coming into the school and killing the children. Like those things, I think about a lot.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like, I'll jog around my kids' school sometimes to make me feel better just so that I know nothing bad's happening.
Yeah, of course. You can't control everything. You know?
Yeah, you can't. And there are
Yeah.
people that just... Like, I look back at my dad, and my dad would say, like, when I started surfing in New Smyrna, which is the shark attack capital of the world. And instead of just saying I wasn't allowed to do it, my dad just got in my head so that when I did do it, I would be riddled with panic.
Sure.
So he was like, I remember fucking just, and I only say this because he emailed me because 2 guys were attacked last weekend at New Smyrna on the same day. And I remember him saying, good luck, buddy. Shark attack capital of the year or world, you don't need that leg. And that day, the first time I paddled out, all I could hear was his voice as I paddled out. Good luck, buddy. You don't need that leg. And I just thought sharks are all over the fucking place. I'm going to get fucking eaten.
Of course.
But it was my dad's way of trying to hedge his bet of maybe he won't do it because I scared the shit out of him.
That's his tactic.
Yeah.
But that really worked because he filled you with anxiety.
Crippling anxiety. When I
Yeah.
was a kid,
That
I remember
works.
waking up one night realizing
We gotta use that.
It was the
I
first
know.
time I realized people die. And I had a dream about death, and then I got up, and I was like, not me, not my dad, and I was like, wait, my dad's old, not old, but he's older,
Right.
And I was like, fuck, is my dad gonna die? Mm-hmm. And I was freaked out, and I went into his bedroom, and I was like, Dad, wake up. My dad would wake up. This is why we woke up all the time. What the fuck? And then you'd be scared, and then you'd
That's
be
how he
like,
wakes up?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Like, what the fuck, cocksucker, motherfucker? What the fuck are you doing in here? That's how
Tourette's?
he never
Is
woke
your dad
up.
Joey Diaz?
Yes. You could never just wake my dad up gently, be like, hey, big guy, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like it was like a fucking bomb went off. And so he fucking flipped out. And I said, I go, Dad, I'm like, I want to say 3rd grade. And I'm like, Dad, I have a question about death. Are you going to die? And he just sits up in bed and he goes, yeah, and so are you. Go back to bed. And I was like, oh, my God. I went back. I was like, I'm going to fucking die? I never thought about it that way. Oh, shit, it's going to go cut to black for me? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm in a box?
The fear of parent dying. I remember, like, when my grandparents got sick and died, like, being so sad, and then being scared that my parents were going to die, being so young.
Huge for a kid.
And it's really traumatizing at that age, you know?
Yeah.
They were good. They were just like, my dad was like, no, we're not going to die soon, buddy. No, we're not going to die. I was like, okay, are you sure? Like, yeah.
Wish my dad had that tact.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to die. Could happen any day.
So are you.
That's
I lost my dad when I was
parents were
13.
like.
Just teacher came to my school, knocked on the door, opened the door. Mr. Kreischer, we need to see you outside. My uncle was there, and he said, your dad's dead. That's it. 13 years old. Life change. And I'm just like sitting there going, so when I'm in class, I hear a knock at the door, you're dead? Like, that's all I could fucking think.
Of course.
Yeah, I had to teach myself how to shave.
Were like super flip. My dad's the same way. He's like, my father died when I was 9 years old, and I was the man of the house. I went to work in the factories. I learned to be a mechanic. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What a
Are
nightmare.
you serious?
Oh, Hard Knocks. Yeah.
Super
terrible.
Hard Knocks.
I don't fear death so much because of that, I think. I feel
Is that Rory
death
Scovel?
okay.
That is Rory Scovel.
What's he doing?
He's doing a Nissan commercial. He's so funny. Did you see his Conan?
No.
His one.
Oh, that was a good fucking moment.
Yeah. He's on a new show too. He's doing great.
Yeah?
Yeah, but his Conan was great. He does it with a buddy playing piano, and he's in a tuxedo, and he's just like, it's just like riffing. It's like he's in a fucking hotel lounge with like a glass of scotch. It's fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, it's really funny.
I love when there's something exciting to see.
Yeah, so do I. He makes stand up exciting.
Wait, Push, what's your biggest fear?
Yeah, what is your
I'm trying
biggest
to think
fear?
about it. I think failure is like one of my big ones. Like just being a fucking failure and not achieving stuff that I want to do. I know that's crazy. I talk about that with my therapist all the time.
No, but I think that's
Yeah.
very normal, right?
But that's not like dying
No.
alone
No?
or my
Fear of
dog
failure,
dying.
you don't think is normal?
I don't fear it.
You don't fear failure?
I failed so much in life that I go, it comes with the territory. I have no fear of failure. I have no fear of like, I don't have a fear of bombing on stage because I did it so much
I don't
when I was
fear
younger.
bombing.
Right.
No, I don't that either.
But think of how much, like, and I think of this, not to trump your fears and go, it's not a fear, you got it's rational. But like, I think that part of this business, failure comes so often
Oh yeah.
that
yeah.
I just got comfortable with it.
Oh, right. That's a
I
huge
almost
thing.
like it better.
It's
I got to
huge.
be honest with you. I remember one day I tested for a sitcom on CBS and I didn't get it, and I thought that I would be just heartbroken. And I went back to my house, and it was like, but I was like, all the stress that went into before it, and then knowing that it was just solid. I didn't get it. Like there wasn't like, I didn't have to wait it out. I didn't get it. They didn't want you. I opened a bottle of wine up on my roof and watched the sunset, and I was like, I'm actually used to this feeling. Like this feeling of fucking being a loser, I actually know what this feels like, and it's comfortable.
Yeah.
I know how to deal with it. I'm just going to have a few glasses of wine. We'll go down and fuck around with the kids, wake up in the morning, I'll go for a jog, and I'll set my sights on the next thing.
Right.
You know?
Well, no, I have resilience like that too. But I think because I fucked up so early in life, like when I was 14, I got kicked out of public school. Like I failed out of public school, and my parents were like convinced that I was a super loser. So I feel like ever since then, I've been trying to redeem myself in the eyes of my parents. Actually, that's more it. But I'm never going to get my mom's approval because she's a fucking nutbag. So I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't know what the fucking fear
Yeah.
is then.
No, I think that's because my
very
fear. I think my
complicated.
fear is not being good enough. You know,
Like for love or for career or
Everything.
for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that the core fear most humans have? To not be
I don't-
good enough?
not if you're a fucking
Not if you're a
megalomaniac,
narcissist.
but like,
Fucking have a kid, that shit disappears. You just worry about them getting lit on fire. That's all you fucking think.
yeah, that's probably true.
Fucking, these sound like single people problems. Fucking
Well-
Well,
fear,
we're not
like
single
fear.
people.
No, but like fear of like of.
No, I get it because but we're giving you, I think, reasonable fears for people. Like we don't have to care for that other life.
You guys gonna have kids?
I don't know, man. Black kids?
No,
Can
white
we have
ones.
like 10 black kids?
Would
but-
you adopt if you?
I
Would
would
you,
adopt 1,000 African babies. When we were in South Africa, we wanted to take
God,
them
they're
home.
so cute. It's just
Dude.
when they grow up that it's.
don't know what you're
You know what
talking
I'm
about.
Right, babe?
You told me that thing. Remember? You were saying that thing about how they are.
Shut up! I was thinking last night. I was like, God forbid I ever get in trouble about something I say or something I fucking like something that I innuendo into that is meant lighthearted as comic, but is not taken that way by the world. You know,
I fear
or
that
God forbid
too.
I fucking do something horrible. Because I told you about my dream. I was like, people need to be able to tap into my dreams to know I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
Because that's George Zimmerman got arrested today.
Yeah.
What was the story?
I don't know.
Today, I think his wife accused him of threatening her, maybe with a gun.
Holy shit.
I can't imagine him using a gun, though.
Again?
Because they filed for divorce.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They filed for
Who wants
divorce
to fucking
last
hang out
week.
with that guy now?
No.
Never get to go out to eat.
Nightmare.
Can't do anything fun.
Nightmare.
But she got convicted of perjury.
She did?
Yes. Because she lied about their funds.
Their money,
remember?
yeah. So wait, let's go back to, do you feel like your feel of
No
failure?
charges filed for him.
Do you feel like your feel of failure drives you to be a better professional, like comic?
Yeah, because I hate everything I do all the time.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah.
I remember watching people come out of comedy clubs going, "Lit that room on fire." And I was like, what fight were you watching? Because if that had been me, I would have thought I needed to do better.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I was always blown away by guys that really thought they murdered on stage.
But do you find yourself, like, I find myself at this point now, not that like I'm 25 years in, but I'm almost 12 years in.
That's it?
That's it? Yeah.
12? God damn it.
Yeah.
I guess I'm only like 14.
14?
Yeah. 15?
No.
Yeah, started when I was 26. I'm 40 years
Oh.
old.
Yeah, I'm at 11 and a half, so I'll be 12.
Do you want any more?
More than 11, whatever.
Good call.
I met you when you were 23.
It does it a lot better if you're in the mic push. You'd think you'd have a podcast. So wait,
23.
when did you start? When did I meet you?
I met you
Like a year in? Had to be.
in 2004.
So yeah,
At
I
the
was
Brea
I was
Improv.
I was probably 30.
Brea Improv is when I met you. That's where I met you.
So I was like, so I've known you 10 years.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. That makes sense.
No, but here's what I find now. I find that for a long time, it was all about how, like, fucking much you could kill. And that's what I valued everything on.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, love killing. It's not like I'm saying I don't care about that feeling. But I value, like, the perspective, like the angle or what I'm saying in it even more. So I can be like, I don't see it as a failure of a set. Like if I go, that shit did not, like if it could not destroy and I could still be like what I did.
Well,
Does that make sense?
and I agree with that 100%. And I think I remember hearing Brewer and Rogan talk about it, and they were talking about people, a type of comic that cannot deal with not killing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that fear of not killing ruins you as a comic.
It totally
Absolutely.
does. I agree.
There are guys who just don't know how to fucking go, oh, this is, and then they end, I think those are the people that end up stealing and taking people's material and
Or
plagiarizing.
doing the same set for 10 years.
Yes. Having the same fucking closer. And
But
people
I
are like,
also-
enough.
I also think I would go for killing more than I do now. Like now, if I kill, it's because it's not that I'm trying to. You know what I mean? Like I used to try to kill,
Oh, I
Yeah.
hear. Yeah.
and now
yeah.
if I can kill, but it's because everything goes together.
Yeah.
Right. It's
You know
not
what I
because
started
I'm
doing?
trying to do that.
In Austin, I started opening with the worst possible thing I could say to an audience just to see if I could dig myself out now.
That's fun.
So in Austin, I just was like, hey, what's up, you faggots?
Jesus.
Because a lot of them don't know me, and it was fantastic. And then I was like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to see if I could say the most offensive thing ever. And
And then try to get yourself out of it. Yeah.
And it was a fun game of like,
It makes it
how
more interesting
awful
to do
can I
that.
be, and then try
sure.
to make it
Yeah,
interesting.
It makes it interesting too. Like you could do that in beginning, middle of your set. You can horrify an audience, and then see if you can get them to like you again.
You know what I've been doing that's really fun? I've been kicking out tables of bachelorette parties.
Oh, that's the best.
And bringing my show to a screeching fucking halt. I've done that a lot. I've kicked out, not kicked out, but they've been escorted out for some reason or another.
Yeah.
And it's always their fault, but I always end up thinking it over in my head because I was like, could I have done something different?
No.
Was I too aggressive? Like,
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
They're the worst. They should
No,
even
but
let
what did you
That
think about?
fear-
What did you think about? Oh, sorry, keep going.
No, that fear of like, because I have that sometimes where, I like doing stand-up. I really like doing stand-up. And when there's like a bad person or table, and like I could feel like my blood pressure go up, and it's like that whole like it's anger building that this person's disrespecting my show. And I was in Philly a few weeks ago, and we were watching Patrice on at the roast, and they were like, we all watched it. This is after the show, and they're like, oh yeah, he used to throw people out like a minute into his show, and I was like, what?
I love
It
it.
was like if somebody like said something, fucked up his show, he would just throw them out, and I almost got like it was like reassurance that like that's okay to do.
Oh,
I
yeah.
always feel like I should hold on, as long as I can.
You should work through it like a road comic.
Right.
And so
And
that
he
the
was
club's
just like,
happy,
"You're
so
out."
that the club's happy, and
Right.
the club's like, well, we didn't have any problems with him this week.
Yeah.
And the difference is, I think mostly LA and New York comics, some, not all of them, but some, and I'd say probably a lot of the good ones,
Yeah.
will be like, you're disrespecting the art of what I'm doing, and you have to leave now.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like, I'm going to put Voss in my camp because I think like Voss probably tries to work through it or enjoys the chaos. I like the chaos a little bit sometimes, but I think Bill Burr would probably kick someone out.
I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean,
I'm not
I think,
saying
yeah.
I just don't know.
But like, yeah, like there's and a lot of comedy store guys, I think, work through the chaos.
Yeah.
And they feel like it's, it's like and I'm like that. I try to work through the chaos. A lot of times, the bad thing I get into is someone will start talking, and then I'll talk to them to try to get it to end, but that just makes it worse.
Of course.
Yeah, because now you've talked to them and they're going to
Yeah, and now all they want to do is fucking talk, and you're
Yeah.
like, ugh.
I almost kicked out this table in the front at Cap City this week, but the guy was like a bald. He had on faded blue jeans, cowboy boots, and prison tattoos everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, this guy's obviously a gangster. Like, you can't kick out a gangster and his girl, right?
No, you
No
cannot.
way. And he came up after, and of course, they talked the whole time through my set, and he came up after, he's like, give me all your shit. And he pulled out like a stack of hundies, dude, just a fucking fat. And I was like,
And he bought all your there's
all
no
my shit.
dude. There is a guilt that people that talk throughout your show do feel that
Yeah.
they buy a lot
And they
of shit.
buy all your shit. It's the best.
They think they're trying to help. I know that sounds fucking
they
so
are, they
bizarre
do.
for us to say. Now, let's pull that back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you feel comfortable talking about this. Remember where we are? 3244. What about the Chappelle thing? What was your insight? Do you want to talk about it, or
Yeah.
probably just
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what I thought.
because
I feel.
I'll preface this with that I know a lot of comics, and I think myself included, and probably yourselves included, we probably put Chappelle on a pedestal that maybe he doesn't want to be on, and
Yeah.
I think that it's unfair to put him on because then he can't just be a comic. And I
Yeah.
have an interesting story, but I'm interested, but I don't want to ever. No one ever wants to talk shit about anyone they respect, and I don't think we are. But I just wanted to put that out there.
I'll tell you this. Here's how this started. Like a week or two ago, he was in Hartford, part of the Oddball Fest. That's what we're talking about, right?
Mhm.
And I happened to be on Twitter, and somebody that I follow had tweeted about somebody saying Dave Chappelle had a meltdown, and I actually feel shitty about the fact that I just immediately bought into something I was reading.
You almost got excited to find out all the gossip.
Right. And I went to this guy's page who he said is at the show. And I went to the guy's page, and he's a comedian. So it's a comic, a black comic, by the way,
Yeah.
who's at the Hartford
Do
show.
I know the guy?
No.
Okay.
I don't know him either. That's who the Twitter account was. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't following this guy. It led to this guy. And this guy's like, he says he's a comic, and he's at this show. So I start reading his tweets, and his tweets are like, wow, this is horrible to watch. He's totally having a meltdown. And at that point, I buy into that he is melting down at this. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like, that's really how I, like, this is really fucked up. And it's all shitting on it. And then I think I read other people, and it was all these hate tweets about him. And I was like, wow, this sounds like a real disaster. And then the next day, I read an article about somebody who was there who was like, there was no meltdown. There's no meltdown at all.
Was that the black chick?
Yes.
I liked her article. I wish I knew her name.
Yeah, she was. I think she wrote it for Ebony, right? So for the magazine.
I was fascinated by that article. We got to find her name because that article is really interesting because she her in the article. Did you read it, Push?
No.
Her article was. It was. I would say what is. I fucking hope that I got you. I'm so afraid to say anything that sounds even negative, but it's not negative. But it more is that modern post political correctness, radical thinking of like, look, black white people, you haven't figured it out yet. There are a lot of things that black people feel. It's Kamau Bell would definitely agree with what this woman wrote, and it is that he is tired of doing the shuck and jive for the white audiences,
which is why he initially quit Chappelle's show.
Right, and so and you know what's crazy is that I the only thing I disagree with her on is that I don't believe.
Her name is Leslie Ann Lewis.
Leslie Ann Lewis.
Yeah,
and her Twitter is at Leslie.
It's
I'm gonna read that now.
It's LESELLEELE. Yeah. All right. But
it was a really fascinating article, and it's interesting. You can't disagree with it. It's her perspective, and she is a person of color, and she definitely can understand a little bit maybe what he's going through. Of course, she's not him, and he didn't say it. So she's simply putting what her feelings were on.
But he did say that in an interview. Do you remember, what's that guy, James Lipton? Do you ever watch that interview that he did with Chappelle? Chappelle did say, I felt as though people were misinterpreting my message, and frat boys were, Rick James, bitch, and he felt like he was shucking and jiving. So that is his view.
I think what ultimately happened at this show, and this is what, like, the way you can tell that it's not a meltdown at all as a comic.
Oh, I don't think it's a meltdown.
I know, but
I'm saying the way you can tell is that if you look at the video, there's one video, I mean, there's hundreds of them, but there's one where it's up close, and you can see him talking, and he's like on stage, and it's like the whole audience. It's like when you've done a show and everyone's talking.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he goes, all right, I hate some of you guys. I love some of you guys. I forgive some of you guys. I don't forgive all of you. Have a good night. And they're all just talking. You're like, oh, like, we've all had a version of that where you're like, I can't do that. Like, you do drunk shows,
but you're like, I see what you're saying. And what he did is noble, because I have not done that before. I have actually been like, you know what? You guys can all fuck yourselves.
Yeah.
But what he did was I'm not going to speak anymore because anything I say is going to come off negative.
Right.
And
He took himself out of being
a dick.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to take myself out of the game. I'm done. I did the time that it was allotted for me.
He did this thing. This is a good lesson for every comic, is that you take yourself away from rage, because rage is the unfunniest, like, true rage.
Yeah.
So if you get really angry, nothing's funny about
control.
It. And so exactly, you lose, they win. If you get that angry, you lose.
And I have one time I almost fucking killed
What
a guy
happened?
at the Comedy Store. I forget. I said something stupid. And he's like, "You got your period," and I was like, and I just went like I did see fucking red.
Yeah.
And I was ready. I was ready to strangle this motherfucker. It was in the OR at the Comedy Store, and I was this close. I would physically choke a man out for saying, "Oh, you crabby, you got your period." I was like, "You fucking cocksucker."
Yeah.
But I think I yelled at him, but I didn't physically harm him.
It's rage.
I would have. It is rage.
Yeah.
There's certain things people can say to me,
I've been taking myself away from the rage. Like the last two bachelor parties that I've had to kick out, both of them, I just stopped speaking. And I was like, I apologize. This isn't going to work for you guys tonight.
I can't believe
they're escorting you guys out.
That you recovered one time. I was with you in... what's that club you took me to where I bombed so hard.
Oh, Laughs Unlimited.
Laughs Unlimited. One of the next night, there was a table. Even back then, you were shirtless. He was shirtless back in 2000.
Wait, what was this? What was the table?
It was a lady who was talking, and you called her a cunt. And then
This doesn't sound like me.
you recovered.
Really?
Yeah, you put it back together.
Oh, I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
But I do remember having that room was run like really.
What's wrong? Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking,
Oh.
why? Oh, no, I'm just, you know why? Because we're talking about hateful, and I'm going through the
Yeah,
Rolodex
because I saw your face. I was
of
like, wow.
happened?
assholes that I've just had rage with. Because there are times, there was a woman in Indianapolis where I almost
I know what you're
lost
doing
my
right
mind.
now. Yeah.
And I have a joke about this guy on the Howard Stern show that fucked dolphins. And I said the joke, and she was so hammered. She was right in the front. You know, I don't know, doing the Crackers in downtown.
No.
There's like a sushi bar right at the front, and people sit there. It looks like a sushi bar.
Oh, yeah.
And they sit right in front. And I say the dolphin joke, and this dumb cunt, she's hammered. They should have let her in. She stands up and makes dolphin sounds. Stands up right in front of me. And I was like, you got to get out. You got to get out. Because this isn't the first offense. This is the 5th time she's been talking. And the guy was slow. This fat fuck who worked at the club, no offense to anybody that's listening that is, he was like 500 pounds. He couldn't walk across the fucking showroom. She wouldn't leave. And she wouldn't get up. Nobody was kicking her out. And you're powerless as a comic. So I said, I'm not doing my act. Until you go. I'm not doing my act.
That's the feeling that fuels rage.
Rage. And that was, but for me, that was the red line. That was for me, that to stop my act and refuse to go on until she was gone. That's the first time I ever did that. It's so disrespectful, you know?
I know.
It's like, this is your one job you have. You sit in a hotel room all day, right? Getting through it, just trying to fucking not kill yourself to have those 2 shows. And then some dumb drunk retard shows up and ruins your whole thing. It's like, oh, it's so disrespectful.
It really is.
Oh, I want to kick her ass right now. Let's go.
So you were
get her.
going through that? Were you as
Yeah,
we're
I
talking
saw
about
your
this?
face.
I saw you
was ready
freeze,
to fucking
Yeah.
and then
kill
I
her.
saw, and then you were just getting red over there, like.
Sorry, yeah.
I
traveled back there.
I have.
Scared me.
Sorry, boo boo. Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw you.
I fought with bitches. I'll fucking fight her.
You know what you did? You did a
What?
me.
I
And
did
you're
one
like,
of
what are you
yours?
thinking about? And I'm like,
Tom moves his lips and he looks in the air. When he thinks.
I remember you telling us that, and I was like, note to self: don't have any thoughts around push, because that's how I do it too. I'll do that, and then sometimes I'll mimic people's conversations back to me. Like they'll be talking to me, and I'll just do them. I'll just be like, but I don't know I'm doing it. I would think how I deliver that conversation, and then I'm like,
wait, I want to go back to this real quick.
to Chappelle.
Yes.
Okay.
I just want to say that because I really felt shitty that I was intrigued by the gossip of it.
This is what made you feel shitty. Is this? And I feel shitty even saying this out loud. But the excitement you get when there's something to kill the day on the internet
Right.
that is brand new.
There's that, but it's also coupled with the fact that it's somebody super successful and great at what I do for a living having a shortcoming, some type of failure.
Yeah.
And I go, it brings him down a notch. It makes
Yeah.
him a little more
Well,
human.
Relatable.
Well,
yeah.
Yes.
So now, can I? And I know I've told you this, so I'm only reiterating this for people listening.
Oh, my
But
God.
maybe I haven't told.
What's
Push
going on on
this.
the right there?
Jim
This guy's
Jim
practically
Tooney.
Dead.
This is a great punter.
Okay, here's the best part about showbiz. A woman over 35 can't get on a TV show. This asshole is practically dead.
Jim
He
Tooney.
looks like a zombie, and he's on prime
He's got a
time
really
Monday Night Football?
insightful perspective.
Are you kidding me?
He probably just stopped in to say hi. He's probably like,
no, he is. He's
No.
stopping. He's stopping in for
Morally
for hello.
Safer on 60 Minutes.
That's one that's unforgivable.
Droopy dog. He's
Yeah.
practically dead, and
Yeah.
he gets a fucking job on television.
on
Are you
CBS
kidding me?
on primetime network.
I don't even know.
The
I'm not
girls
even.
have to be,
I
like-
can't remember who Morley Safer
She's
is
right about
now.
that. I do
I'm
agree.
morally
when you watch
safer.
CBS, if you watch 60 Minutes,
Yeah.
they all look 140 years
Yeah.
old.
Except for the South African girl who is hot as shit.
she's
That's
super
what I'm
hot.
saying.
Right.
I'm
And they
obsessed
almost- the
with her.
women have
But that's
to
the
be
point.
She's got
super
one
hot.
leg or something.
No, she's got both legs.
Sure.
Yeah, she's got 6 tits.
Don't know about that.
6 tits.
So, I'm telling you this, Push, unless Tom told you this, because if not, I'll just reiterate it,
Okay.
and you guys can just take a nap. Chappelle showed up at my dating show.
He showed up at your dating show?
Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, Dayton, Ohio.
I was in Dayton.
He lives
and
close
Chappelle
by.
showed up,
Yes, I know, yeah.
and
I thought he was in Columbus.
No, he's in
No.
Yellow Springs.
I think he's probably close to Columbus too.
No,
I
he's
don't know.
much closer to Dayton.
So It's Sunday night. I'm getting paid. And you know how there's protocol to clubs when you're getting paid? No one's in the room. Everyone kind of leaves the room. They shut the door. And this is going to make me sound fucking horrible. But Doc's paying me out, and all of a sudden the door opens, and it's some black kid with a backpack. And I'm like, fucking, does the kid from the kitchen not know you don't fucking...
Right.
And all of a sudden, all I see is he's like hunched over, and he's not like making eye contact, and he's kind of like shy. And I'm looking at just thinking, like, who the fuck told these guys... I mean, not that it matters. I don't care if he knows how much I make, but he should know better. And it's fucking Chappelle. It's Dave Chappelle. And I'm like, as soon as I see his face, I went, it's you don't believe it. It's like seeing a great white shark. And I have seen a great white shark, and it is the exact in the water. It is the exact same fucking feeling.
Yeah.
I remember thinking, going, and I said to him like twice. I go, oh my God, you're Dave Chappelle. And now I had met him before once, briefly, and talked to him about it. But I was like, oh my God. Now, all the things I just said, I'm sure if you're black, you hear that and you go, of course, you're just a racist. You thought because he's black, he has to work in the kitchen. Well, the fact is, they don't have any black servers at the Dayton Funny Bone. And the 2 black kids they do have do work in the kitchen, and they are fans of mine. And so I thought it was one of them. Yeah. And so, but he hung out, and he was talking about doing this oddball tour. And it was so funny because I think I called Tom that day or the next day, and I was like, oh shit. He had never looked more human to me than that moment, because he was just talking about writing. He was like, I feel like I don't have any new material. I'm working on some new stuff. And you're like, oh, we're all going through that. Like, he doesn't just have the fucking, he didn't crack the code. He didn't just go up there and just start whistling and it's the right pitch pipe that everyone wants to hear. And they're like, oh.
Yeah.
He's just a regular fucking dude.
But he also got, the thing about that show that you end up learning is that, and it's because he's so famous that this happens, but he got essentially super heckled, chatty audience that was drunk, that were all screaming Dave, like Rick James, and he did like 3 minutes, and then when that happened, you know he was like all right, let's settle down, all right, let's settle, and when it didn't end, that's when he was like, oh, you're not going to let me do a show, and I'm not going to try to do. Like, I'm not going to give you myself, which that's a feeling everybody can understand.
Vulnerable.
That's what he didn't want to do. He didn't want to go,
I'm not going to give you
I know what you want. Let me just go, I'm Rick James, bitch.
Of course.
I'm rich, bitch. Like, he didn't do that, and that's what they wanted to hear.
If you think...
Oh, that's a really interesting perspective, because in my head, I'm a fan of his, but I'm also a white frat boy. And so when I hear that shuck and jive perspective, I understand it. I understand it because I'm an open-minded person, and I understand that has to be someone's feelings, so are fucking, in fact, valid.
Yeah.
But I go, I don't want to see that. I want to see him talk about whatever the fuck he wants to talk about.
Right.
But I'm also not the guy going, I'm Rick James, bitch, or whatever the thing is.
But do you realize that the world is made up of basically 2 types of people, and half of them think that at that moment, that guy should go, I'm going to give you Rick James right now. This entire country is made up of millions of people who side with that perspective. Like, they wanted.
Why didn't he just yell?
Like
that's
I'm Rick
Hartford
James, bitch, and that's the shuck and jive.
Like what?
And I understand.
The mayor of Hartford, did you hear his statement was like, he should have just gone out there and given the people what they like.
Give what they want, sure.
That's part of your job. Why
they don't
you put
get
up with it? Like, that's not part of the job.
No, it's not part of the job.
It doesn't
It's
have
not.
to be.
No, you're a fucking asshole if you think
Number
that.
one, Chappelle's under a harder thing because people are expecting him to go nuts, right? That was the big press when he left Chappelle's show, is that he lost his mind. So now the press is just salivating for him to go nuts again, to sell more papers.
It's the dudes fucking with the polar bear at the Bronx Zoo. It's the guys throwing shit at the polar bear because they know that the polar bear is going to growl.
Right, that's right.
And they want to see the polar bear growl.
Yeah,
because that's more fun than just send him lay there. And that is a very interesting perspective. I read that girl's article and I really enjoyed it because I didn't see it that way. I just saw I couldn't understand maybe what that was, that whole, but it is people wanting him just to do the lines they saw on the TV show.
Well, did you read Steve Martin's book, Born Standing Up?
Yeah.
Okay,
it was
remember
great.
that part? Yeah, it's phenomenal. There's 2 parts. One where he talks about wanting his father's approval and never getting it, that I fucking bawled. Second part is when he realized he was a megastar, is when he did, was it Madison Square Garden?
I think so.
And he gets up and he has the arrow
Or
through his
Carnegie
head.
Hall, one of the two.
One of these huge venues, and they're all shouting, do this bit, do the Pharaoh, do King Tut, do the da-da-da. And he's like, oh, I'm no longer a comic. I can't do this anymore because I'm so big. Your fame gets so huge, like with Dane, where the wave kind of crashes back on top of you. So
Really?
Dave Chappelle's wave was so big, dude.
It's
It is
so sad
big.
because he is so fucking good.
He's one of my favorite all-time
I got to
favorites.
see him
He's
when I
amazing.
first started, and I was working the door at the Boston Comedy Club.
Wait, you worked there too?
Oh, that was fucking good. Yeah, there were a few really famous people that worked the door.
Yeah.
There was but I would get to see Chappelle would just roll in. I told him about this that night. We hung out in Dayton. I say hung out. I don't know if he'd ever remember me in a million fucking years. But I remember him coming in one night, and he would just do sets. He would just come in hammered, fucking smoking cigarettes, drinking Heinekens on stage, and just be working shit out. And it was so fun to watch him work. And you would watch. The place was flooded with, like, Mike Epps would roll in and watch him. Fucking Godfrey in the
You
back.
would do it hammered?
Chappelle would be on stage lit. Either lit or so comfortable you assumed he had to be drunk.
Oh, right.
You know, like, I say lit, but at one time he was very drunk. But and I remember one night, Patrice was there. Patrice would sit in the back. Everyone would sit in the back. Especially all the black comics would always sit in the back because he was like the golden child. And I remember one night Patrice said to Dave, we're standing out front, and they're all sitting talking, and I'm standing by them. And I think they were all wondering, I think Dave was probably wondering who this white kid was that was kind of listening to a bunch of black comics. But I was working the door. I had to be standing out front. And Patrice was like, yeah, Bert just got a 6-figure development deal. Like, kind of making fun of me. But, like, you know, like, and he works the door type thing. And I remember Dave said, I said, yeah, well, they're looking for something new. That's what they told me. They're looking for something fresh. And they said, you know, there's no rules. And Dave, I'll never forget. And I told him this. I said, he was like, man, I'm going to do a Dave Chappelle accent right now.
That was really good.
Man.
Wow.
Hey, man.
It's like, close your eyes.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
like, they're going to tell you that they can. Fuck, this is a bad accent. They're going to tell you that you can paint the picture with any color. But when you start painting, you're going to realize all they put on the palette's green. And then when you go, yeah, but I need some more colors, they're like, mix the greens around. They look different. And then I was like, yeah, but he's like, you'll be like, hey, but it's just green. They're like, yeah, but everyone's buying green paintings. So keep just painting with green. Yeah, but you can't see the picture I'm drawing. Doesn't matter. It's green. I remember him like and I told him about that, and he was like, man, that's a good analogy. That was him in the green room, or in the,
Like,
in the doc's office.
damn, motherfucker, it's tight.
That's my Dave
That
Chappelle.
was
That's a good one.
too.
So you want to do your Dave Chappelle?
Rick James, bitch.
That's good. You gave the people what they wanted.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
I know.
So
I was
wait,
like,
what do
was
I do?
the
I'm
chicken
giving the
driver.
people what they want.
Seen a brother came through. I was like, damn, I think it's tight.
You do a good Dave Chappelle.
What about
trying.
my feet are strong, Joe Rogan?
He said he gets that every...
Who?
Joe. He gets that every
course.
single day since that. He's never gone a day without a tweet or an email or somebody saying that to him.
What is
My feet
it?
are strong.
From when Chappelle did a Fear Factor sketch as Tyrone,
Yeah, the crackhead.
the crackhead,
Yeah.
and so it's a Fear Factor competition with this crackhead who's competing and like nothing.
Nothing
So when they're like,
phases
"Eat
him.
this shit," he's like, "All right," and he just eats it, and then he walks
So
on
funny.
hot coals,
Yeah.
and they cut to these feet that are like homeless guy feet,
Yeah.
and they have like crazy nails, and he just walks across and he's like, "My feet are strong, Joe Rogan."
There's wait, what were we talking? Oh wait,
So many good sketches on that.
Yeah,
show.
that batting average. That's
Can
what
I-
that show. Sketches
yeah.
are all about your batting
That's
average.
right.
yeah.
And that's why there's some shows you're like, how the fuck?
I would
do
say,
this
and
on
the
the
so
air?
few sketch shows that I actually fucking
Unbelievable.
laughed out loud at.
Yeah.
Kids in the Hall as a high schooler, I thought was super funny. Now
Yeah.
I don't know so much.
Can I
but
tell you? I
Chappelle.
think
great.
Saturday Night Live works better on an iPhone.
Really?
When I watch Saturday Night Live on the iPhone, on my iPhone, I watch Hulu. I laugh beginning to end. Like when I watch the Hulu sketches. Have you seen the one with Jonah?
Whatever
I'm
it
gonna go
is.
and say
No.
no.
Really,
Yeah, no.
I haven't watched
Joan-
it since 1984. I think.
dude? I laugh hysterically on my iPhone. I won't laugh watching it on TV, But I'm on my iPhone, like waiting to do something, and I think maybe that's what it is. You know what it is? It's a show that the build-up of sitting on your couch at 11:30 and sitting home and staying to watch it. It's never gonna live up to the way you remember watching it the first time.
It's too long. It's like an hour and a half, right? Of
Yeah.
content.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
long.
lot of content.
But they
per
also
week.
have, I think, from when I've been like flipping through the channels over the last, I don't know, 10 years, I've seen a lot of fucking not great sketches on that show.
Dude, the one with Jonah Hill.
Yeah?
Jonas Hill.
Jonas. Is it Jonas Hill? Is it Jonas?
Jonathan
No,
Hill.
but I want to call him Jonas.
Jonas.
Norm
Jonas Hill?
McDonald
No,
called him
Jonah
that.
Hill.
I did this radio station in Austin, and Norm McDonald kept calling him Jonas Hill, and he got up and left. So I think it's like the funniest
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, I did this radio station, Dale and Bob,
Yeah?
in Austin. And so Norm McDonald came in while Jonah Hill was on, too. And Norm kept on calling him Jonas. And Jonas got really mad and got up and stormed out.
Wait, he was in the room?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
This
up.
is a station that didn't have you on. A show that didn't have you on.
Oh, yeah, they didn't
in
have you on
Austin.
this.
Yeah. I don't know about these guys. Dudley and what is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
No, Dale.
Dale.
I don't know what it's
Bob.
called. I forget what it's called.
It was
but
a
yeah.
good show.
I had a great time.
Oh yeah, you guys had such a great time. You don't remember the name. I think I got close to the name and they didn't even let me on. 'Cause
Well, I
apparently I,
mean, they
pissed off
can't-
some fucking comic.
No, they
so
can't get mad
fun.
about it. I mean, you forget the
It's a
names of
huge
shows.
show. It was a huge show. They talked
I don't
about how they
remember the
didn't
name.
want
I had a
you
great
or-
time if you're
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
Dale, if you're listening, Tom's
Yeah.
a big fan.
I had a fun time. Yeah, you remember the ones that you had a good time at.
Okay, let's
Don't
shit on
you?
the ones we don't.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I got a good story about that. I was doing a show in
Where's more wine? I
in
mean,
Tampa
what is
in
this?
the wine refrigerator.
Oh, shit,
It's
yeah.
the man cave. I also have champagne in there, and I also have beer in the other one. That's a Naime. That is an old vine.
Do you have an opener here?
Yeah, there's an opener up above you. No, open a bottle of wine. I'll
Open
drink
a bottle.
it. I leave for Alaska tomorrow. Yeah, I like that one. That's a Zinfandel.
What's the most you've ever spent on a bottle of wine?
No, not much. $20 probably.
You spend more on your haircuts.
Yeah, of course. They last longer. There should be a wine opener right up top. Is there not? We'll call Leanne. Yeah, it's saber it. I've been into sabering wine with wrenches. Now I did a show. It should really be up there. It's not really up there. Walk the walk. There's 20 feet.
Oh, walk this.
There's 20 feet.
No.
No. Go
walk
this
to your
way.
left. Yeah.
So I did a radio show in Tampa, and I was doing a radio show in Tampa, and the guy goes, Tell me the worst radio show you've ever done. And I was like, I don't even need to think. I have that on the tip of my lips. And he goes, what is it? And I said it was in Orlando. And he went, shut up. And I went, yeah. And I'll never forget it. I walked in.
Wait, is
and-
it that group of guys?
No, not Monsters of the Morning.
Yeah, they're
no,
fun.
No, it's not them.
Yeah.
This story does tie into them, but it's not them. So I said I go in, and it was a girl laying on the ground. Ugh. You know how hard it is to tell a story when no one's fucking listening? I know people are listening in their cars right now, but Tom and Push are coupling it up. I know. I watched the whole relationship dynamic happen within a matter of seconds. So the guy goes, so tell me about the show. I said, I go in, and there's a girl lying on the ground. There's a bunch of guys standing around her laughing. And that's when I walked in the actual radio station, and I said, it's like I feel like I'm on the set of a porn here. No one laughs. And then they say, we'll be with him in a second. And they send me out of the room. And then they're like, listen, Savannah will be doing this interview. And I was like, who's Savannah? And they're like, she's one of the co-hosts. And so I go into a separate room. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I go into a separate room, and I and it's me and this girl, and this girl's a fucking absolute moron. And
She's interviewing you in a separate room.
in a separate room, and she goes, so who are you? And I go, I'm Bert. She goes, why are you here? I said, I'm a comedian. She goes, you're not being funny. Like, it's a real aggressive interview. The second
Oh my
I
God,
said,
this feels so
the
bad.
second
Oh
I
my-
said Savannah, his face dropped. And I go, what? And he goes,
Oh my god.
in Orlando with Savannah? And I said, yeah. And he goes, that was my show. I'm telling the guy who asked the question, I'm telling about the worst radio interview I've ever done was on his show.
That he lost.
But he's the one who
He's the one who sent me to the room.
taken me to the room.
Yep. He did all of it. His name's Drew. I'm friends with him now. He's friends with Cowhead, but
They're friends?
what's so funny, Tom.
Wait, they're friends?
Yeah, well, they work on the Bone. They work on the same station.
Same station.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Drew, what's so funny is when I got there, he was so excited to have me, and he was so happy that I took time out of my schedule because I don't need to do any other radio in Tampa. I can just go in and do Cowhead and sell tickets. But I got up early, went
did
through
his show.
Tampa traffic all the way to St. Petersburg to do his show. And when I rolled in, he was like, Bert, I sincerely appreciate it. I love you on radio. I listen to you on Cowhead. I listen to you on the podcast. You're fucking hilarious, man. I really appreciate it. He was really sweet. And I was like, don't mention it. And then he was like, tell me the worst radio station. And I remember when I said, it was in Orlando. I remember everyone going, Drew, you worked in Orlando. But I was like, didn't even hear it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and her name was Savannah. And his face dropped. And he was like, that was my radio show. And I said to him, I was like, you know what bothered me the most was that when that happened, I actually thought, God, if they had given me a chance, they would have loved me.
Right.
If they had just given me a chance.
And what ended up happening was true.
Totally.
They gave you a
He
chance.
loved me by hearing me on other shows that he wouldn't let me listen. He
Yeah.
would never let me do that on his own show.
The thing you end up finding out about radio once you've done radio for a while is if they show the slightest bit of interest, there's a 99% chance it'll go great.
Yep.
It's almost always that. I mean, I'll blame a comic who has a bad attitude, who's
Sorry,
an egotistical
I can't go on
dick.
so it doesn't smell in here. You don't smell
No,
that?
I smell it. I'm trying to breathe through my mouth.
It's not that
It's
bad, you guys.
rancid. How are you? I can't focus.
I can't focus. I don't know how you guys
Can
get
we
to a
open our
fucking
windows?
podcast on your own
This is
podcast
Why?
if he's farting like this.
I can't.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to throw up.
No, you're not.
No, it
Stop
smells
being
so
dramatic.
bad. This is so awful.
I'd say open the door, but we just got air conditioning in
Can
here.
I tell you this?
Can we open the door
We
anyway? It
we
smells
need to say
horrible.
this.
I'm gonna
What?
puke.
We need to say
I
this.
gotta go. I can't take it.
Oh, come on. What are you doing? You not even have any wine?
If you breathe through your mouth, you just taste it. You're letting out the cool air.
Do you like the hand movement? You think this
I'm
is doing a
trying.
lot?
Now you're going to make me gag. I'm going to stop it. Stop talking about it. Stop talking about it.
It's not that bad.
I'm going to throw up. I'm going to fucking throw up now. Stop talking about it. I was totally fine until you couldn't stop talking about it. Now it's getting hot in here and it smells like farts. Shut the door, Push. Push. Shut the door. Shh, Push, I'd rather it be a cold fart than a hot fart. The fart is staying here. It is in the wood now. Way to go, Tom. Is this so you could talk about the affair?
Let's just do it, man. No, we have to talk about this real quick.
What?
There's an amazing Monday Night Football game on right now.
Yeah.
It just got tied up. I don't know if you realize that they were down.
I've not been watching. I've been doing a podcast.
No, I'm just saying they were down 14. They just came back, and I have a football podcast now.
You are such a dick.
It's called Charge It to the Game.
You're a fucking asshole. Do
Why?
you remember me pitching you a football podcast of me and you doing
No.
Monday Night Football where you said turn off the radio?
Oh yeah, but that's not what I do.
Yeah. It's a football podcast. No. Tom, stop fucking farting. I hope you enjoy Bill Burring this because you're going to be doing this by yourself in a second.
What do you mean?
When I have to fucking leave.
Why?
Because it smells like fucking, like, it's beyond shit. Like, shits don't smell as bad as that fart. And it's sitting in here. This is one room. 1,000 square feet. And it reeks of shit farts.
Would you want to try the Monday Night Football thing?
No, you got your own Monday Night fucking podcast.
I don't do a Monday Night podcast. I'm saying I have a football
Just
podcast.
as long as you put it on Twitter going, the creator of this podcast is Bert Kreischer. Fuck.
Mine, I just talk about football, and I have call-in guests. when
That's
I
a
talk
good
football.
idea.
Yeah, it's just a
How do you do
football
it?
thing. What?
I wouldn't be good at that. I don't follow enough sports.
Yeah, you have to really like football.
Yeah.
I thought college-
I barely get my picks in on Thursdays.
Really?
Oh,
We're
puss-
good now. Don't let her know that it's Seller's good now. Don't let her know.
Yeah, I
It'll be
won't.
fun.
Yeah.
So,
So wait.
and don't
is this
don't
when
let
you're
her
doing
know that I
Finesse
farted
Mitchell?
again. Yeah, like Finesse called into today's episode because we talked about the Canes won over the weekend. They beat Florida, and it was a big thing. So we had Finesse called in. He was on the team in the early 90s.
Does it still smell in here? Yeah. How do you fucking live with this? What is the thing that sold you on Tom? Like, I look at it sometimes and I go, I don't get it. Is it his financial wisdom? Is it the fact that he runs the books? It can't be his sexual prowess.
It smells so bad in here.
Guys,
now.
that's not true.
There's a cloud.
Come on,
Babe,
please.
it's so disgusting.
You're
It's
making me
right
sound.
here.
You're making me sound
Bert,
so
it's
bad to the
colder
listeners.
outside than it is in here. Can't we just keep the door open?
No, it's because we paid for this air conditioner.
No.
I'm farting. Now I'm farting. Oh, it's a bad one. We ate the same thing for dinner.
So gross now. It's 2 bear farts.
Oh, this is going to be fucking bad. Hey, have you ever thought about doing a bear shirt? I've been trying to do a bear for the fight in the bear and the marshmallow thing forever, and I cannot come up with a good design.
You mean like an image of a bear?
Image of a bear with a sitting on a park bench eating a marshmallow.
Oh, wow.
And I can't ever come up with a good design.
I just took a new design over to the shirt place today. They showed me your shirts. You have nice shirts.
What shirt is it? Did you see at Bert's?
The machine shirt?
Like the shirt that you print your stuff on.
Yeah.
They're like,
the shirt.
Yeah, the shirt
Yeah.
itself.
I'm doing
do you do the wash in? Where like you can't feel the thing, or can you?
I have done that, and
Yeah.
I'm not a fan per se.
How come?
Leanne likes it. I didn't like the colors. I don't know. I'm you know what? I'm too. I've bought shirts that I don't fucking like.
Yeah.
And I always feel gypped. So like, if I don't like a shirt, I usually like fucking right away. Like, I love the machine shirt. We're doing a murdered out machine shirt, black on black, because everyone always wants black. I want to just make a black shirt.
Yeah.
But I like that old school, like a black mat on a black shirt, so you can see the design, but it's not over the top. It looks like you're wearing a black shirt, so it could be like cool to wear. And we're trying to do the bear shirt. We've been trying to do the bear shirt for fucking ever.
What's up, babe?
You're so disgusting.
Why?
Honestly, Bert, I love everything about my husband. I think the farts are the one deal breaker. Like, it's so intense. And now we have a fan that we keep by the bed on his side because I don't like wind on me. And he farts into the fan, and the
Joaquin
fan
will
blows
tell you-
right to my face.
Joaquin?
Who's that?
Do you remember? I remember Joaquin and God damn it, from fucking Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Joaquin said you get Bell's palsy by having a fan on your face.
That's not true.
But Joaquin said his Indian grandmother told him that.
I have to shit so
I
bad.
knew it.
Why?
Just now it hit me.
You know what's so funny?
Knew it.
No, just because you fart doesn't mean you have to take a
That's
shit.
Right.
so stupid and untrue. My mother always told me the farts help push the shit out. They helping.
No, they don't.
You should be thankful for the farts because they push the shit out.
So the farts are basically the fucking God damn it!
wheels on the poop.
What was Jimmy Hoffa? The farts are the union workers taking the shit to the docks.
That's right. That's what this is.
That was a long way. So wait, what's the thing you have to plug?
Oh, we're doing a tour. We're
What?
doing a tour together.
Yeah.
That was my idea.
What?
I'm joking.
Oh, we're doing Columbus.
Oh,
The same
you
day as
fucking
you.
cocksucker.
Starting
But we're
the
just doing one
27th.
show, September 27th.
One
and
night.
then one night. And then the 29th, we go to Birmingham. We're going to go do the Stardome. The 30th, we do Nashville. We do Zanies. The 1st of October, we do Atlanta Punchline. And
Holy shit!
October 2nd, we do Charlotte. Comedy Zone. Is it Comedy Zone?
Yeah,
or?
the Comedy Zone.
And then October 6th, we do a live podcast and stand-up show at Cobb's in San Francisco.
Huge run. Huge run. We went to Dallas and Houston. Sold out shows. A lot of mommies.
I just
fun.
turned down. I
Fantastic.
just turned down one night in Dallas.
Where at?
Improv. Do you do the improv?
No, I don't do that one. That one's too big, I think, for me. Is that the Addison?
Oh yeah, I'm going to be there on my birthday, and I want to do a birthday show, and I don't know, not to fucking, I might as well say it. It's just the money wasn't right. It was like, and I want to say it had to be someone else because it couldn't have been Trey, because Trey would have just been like, "We'll do it. I don't give a fuck."
Yeah.
But
isn't it great though that you're at a point in your career where you have some different and notable sources of income where you can go like, oh no, that truly is beneath what I want to accept and say no. I mean, that's a really awesome position to be in.
The money was so bad. I'll tell you off air that I was actually kind of shocked because anytime you do like I'm doing. Not to, I shouldn't put out what the numbers are, but like,
No, don't.
but like I know what you guys are getting in Nashville. I'm sure you have the same exact deal I have because that's the way Dorfman runs his room. He's like, yeah, you want to come in for a night? Yeah, who gives a fuck? Let's do it. I mean, sure, it's the same thing I got. It's just probably the same thing Ari gets. It's the same thing that they're pretty fair across the board. And I'm definitely not saying the Dallas Improv wasn't fair, but this deal was like, it was like a 1997 deal. Like we were like. Who no one like you're gonna I could definitely bring in people
Yeah.
like and you can sell a lot of drinks but so I just decided not to do it. I was like wow I'm doing a night in Alaska. Stanhope Stanhope's the best.
that's fun.
Stanhope is one of the fucking coolest dudes I never hang out with and don't really know that well.
Is it you're doing a room because of him?
Yep. I put it out there that I wanted to do Alaska, and a bunch of people were like, Stanhope does Alaska all the time. Get in touch with Stanhope. And then he just direct messaged me. Here's his number. Here's the thing. I'll put a call in, set it up.
Are you actually going there just to do this show?
No, I'm shooting in Alaska tomorrow. And on the 15th, when do you want me to put this out?
Whenever you want.
Oh, really? Oh, I'll put it up tomorrow.
Yeah.
You want to put it out next week? Or
Yeah, sure.
Oh, plug your podcast too. Your new
I did.
one.
I talked to him. We're doing.
you
I
did?
do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Charge it to the game. It's just a football podcast. Yeah.
Bert, what do you think if I did a podcast about reality shows?
I'd like it, and I'd like to be on it.
Would you come on it?
A lot.
Okay, good.
Can you guys talk like shit?
Dude, I'm obsessed. Yeah, go shit. I'll talk to Push.
Can I go to the
Tell
laundry
you
room
what
shit?
I do love about
Yeah, good luck shitting in the laundry room. Please Vine it because that is where the secret potty that only the girls fit in. You will not fit in there
you
shitting.
won't shit in there. It's
Really?
small.
And if you shit in there, that will burn the paint off those walls. It is literally a phone booth in
Does
the
the
back of
toilet
our
work?
house. Yeah, the toilet works.
Jeans.
Should I not go there? Where else would I
Isla
go?
shits in there with her legs crossed and her feet up on the wall.
I'm going to do it.
Jeans, what did you eat earlier that makes your poo smell this bad?
I don't know, but this is going to be bad.
All
Your
right, Buns is
lunch,
going to take a
not a
shit.
sandwich.
Send.
Oh, I know. You had sushi last night. You know
Are
what?
you taking your jacket off to go shit?
Oh, he's
How
sweating.
much are you weighing these days? No, you don't look
looks
bad at
great,
all.
doesn't he?
You actually look better than when we were in Hawaii.
Much better.
I watched that video of me shaving his tits
Yeah.
all the time.
Classic.
Just to laugh.
Vintage.
Oh,
That was
nice.
a fun week. That was
That
one
was
of
a-
my favorite weeks of ever.
That's when you and Leanne met each other.
I know. And I absolutely fell in love with your wife. I think she's one of the fucking coolest people.
She fell in love with you more than she fell in love with me.
I know. We have a special
She
thing.
would talk about you, and the way she talked about you would creep me out.
You think she has a... No, that's not... You know what it is? It's a girl crush. And girls get that when they first meet each other. Because we're allowed to. We're not homophobic the way dudes are.
Yeah, it creeped me out because she would be like, "Oh, Pushy's coming over," and I'd be like, "You call me Bert, and you got a nickname for her?"
You know, I'm so sad that you got money and stuff. Because when we lived down the street, basically, we lived on 6th Street. But Tom and I lived on the ghetto end. And you lived on the good end.
Wait,
I'm
when?
saying your old place.
Oh yeah.
And I loved just being able to come up 6 and come hang out with her when you were on the road. But now we're so far.
I feel like we're really far away.
We
I feel
are.
like I see you guys just as. Those were the days because I worked with Tom. I really miss that time too, and I don't miss it. Like I would love. I'm very happy, but like I loved just we worked the Brea Improv every Thursday night, every Tuesday night.
I remember those times.
I'd go drive down, pick them up.
In our shitty neighborhood.
Oh.
Do you remember what was our neighborhood like? Tell people.
Your neighborhood was the kind of neighborhood where when you pulled over to pick someone up, everyone would walk by your car and stare into it. And I always felt sketchy as fuck. A lot of face tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of tattoos that said "fuck the world," and you were just like, and it was like, it was the kind of neighborhood that you're like, this is where they shot the B-roll for Gangland.
Yes, you're right.
And,
Do you know the first time I saw you? Is you were coming to pick my husband up, and you were parked out front of our shitty apartment in the ghetto, and I looked out and I saw a guy smelling his fingers, picking his nose and smelling his fingers, and I walked upstairs. I go, Tom, I think Bert's here. He goes, what? I go, yeah, some guy's sitting in his car picking his nose and smelling his fingers. He's like, oh, that's definitely Bert.
Yeah.
And then he came out, and lo and behold, now look at us.
and I think that's the ride that he told me that you were on the Real World Road Rules. and I fucking lost my shit.
How dare you call
I
it
lost
that?
my shit.
What was your favorite season? Let's be honest. Do you like Real World more than Road Rules? Everybody does.
No, I you know what? I was more a Road Rules person.
Don't lie.
No, I really was. What I really became a fan of was the challenges.
See, I don't like the challenges.
I loved the challenges, and I got to be honest with you, but like CT, Johnny Bananas, Evan, all those guys were right when it was my guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Where it was like, and I loved like it's so funny because Theo did a season of that, and you could totally see now, having done reality shows, there is a type of personality that thrives on them.
Yeah.
And there's a type of personality that is doing it but doesn't. It's weird because doing it in just doing it, you're admittedly saying I want to be on TV.
Of course.
But there is a personality that does it and then regrets it almost immediately and taps out, and you can see goes on long walks and doesn't really get into the drama, and you could see that's what Theo did. And having known Theo now, Theo Vaughn, who was on Road Rules as well, Theo Vaughn has my favorite line from Road Rules ever.
Yes, go ahead.
I told him this when I first met him. I was like, I'm going to have to geek out for a second. Their first challenge, they had just met each other. Their first challenge is they went up in hot air balloons, and they walked across an I-beam from hot air balloon to hot air balloon.
I remember that mission.
And there was a guy who was milking the cameras, and he was definitely nervous, but he was really like, you could tell it was a little, he was owning them. He started getting nervous, and then he realized that all the cameras were on him, and you could see that anyone, even then, you knew, okay, this is my time. I'm going to be the story in this.
To. That's the problem. Yeah.
And he was really milking it, and everyone was supporting him, and everyone was into it. And this is what I love about Theo, by the way, and I do love Theo a lot. I think that guy is one of the funniest guys. And as they got up on the thing, and the guy started to walk, Theo, and it was timing perfect because the movie had just come out. Theo just goes, "Dead man walking." And the guy was like, "Not cool, man." And everyone's like, "Theo, not cool. He's trying to get through this." But Theo's doing good.
That's what got you, and that's what... Was that what roped you into the shows, or did you like the show before?
No, what roped me in the shows, dead honestly, is that the girl from Road Rules 1, Kit, interviewed me.
She's dead, isn't she?
No.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the cheerleader.
Kids.
Michelle's dead.
Who's
There's a girl who died. She was a cheerleader, and she died in a car wreck. There's a few of us now that have died. That's how long the show's been on.
Well, yeah, it's not. No one's died of old age. They just died.
And no one's died during a challenge, which I'm kind of looking forward to.
I'm shocked. No one's died during a challenge.
Somebody will.
There was that whole rape beef a couple times.
There's been a few rape. By the way, there's been a lot of rape beefs that I know about.
Really?
Behind the scenes that don't go talked about. But yeah, there's quite a few rapists that Bune and Murray have cast in the past. A lot of douchebags. A lot of loose cannons.
Well, that's part of the casting is we need the alpha male douchebag.
Yeah, and also...
Speaking of which...
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your take on The Miz?
Oh, I don't know him, but bless you, sweetheart. I met him once, actually, after his season had aired, and he's a wrestler. He's
I don't mean to... By the way, I don't mean to go douchebag rapist and then go cut to The Miz, but I do know that he was cast as the douchebag meathead.
Don't know him. I can't speak.
He was cast as it in Chicago. He was
Right.
definitely cast as that guy because he said some things that were kind of... that I'm sure he just... that, it's charge it to the game type shit, but he's now a fucking famous professional wrestler.
That's great.
And he wanted to do that. He said that out loud. It was like almost telling a secret, and everyone laughed at him when he said it.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was like, and then I saw him do the fucking show on Spike, I want to say, the wrestling show, and he was really good, and I was like, oh my God, this guy's going to fucking make it. And he knew how to work a reality show because he had done it before. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
And now he's like one of the fucking biggest professional wrestlers.
Yeah, it's awesome. I have respect for him. I have respect for Kit. I have respect for that guy. Was it John from the San Francisco cast who was
Tech
an
Money?
animator? No, that guy that did animation.
That dated the Asian chick.
Yes.
Yes.
I think they're married now. Like, they were legitimate people that did stuff before reality shows as well.
I'm dying to know what Aaron's doing.
Which one's Aaron?
San Diego Real World. Blonde-haired surfer.
I never watched
He was in
that cast.
Stocks and Bonds. You could tell he was like a frat boy. Did you watch any of them? Did you know Push was on the Real World when you started dating her?
Wait, first of all, I'm sorry. Tom, how was your shit?
Well, first of all, you were not kidding.
tiny, right?
You know how I sat on it?
Sideways.
No, but I just...
Did you face the
Did you face the
down.
back of the bowl like you were in Top Gun on the back of Tom Cruise's bike?
I AC Slatered that shit, man.
AC
Yeah.
Slater.
That's what it calls when you sit backwards on a toilet.
Really?
Yeah, because you used to sit backwards on the chair, you know?
AC Slatered that shit. That's great.
No, but I had to like...
Okay.
It's like I stood over the toilet and then, you know what I mean? Like I didn't sit in front of it. I stood over it, squatted down, and everything barely fit all in there. And then it was like somebody opened, like on a construction site when they released dirt out of like some type of crane.
Yeah.
Everything just fell out of me. It smelled horrendous.
Really?
Today,
Yes.
I was at a luggage store trying to buy luggage because my
What's the great
luggage-
luggage line you were talking about?
Ramoa.
That's like top of the line stuff?
It's so good it gets stolen.
Ramoa.
Wow.
Yep. It's the one thing that sucks is you spend a little money and get the nice luggage. So you know the wheels, you roll that suitcase through a fucking airport, it's like a hot knife through butter. That thing
Really?
rolls. It's almost like there's a motor on it. The wheels were so good. And the fucking sturdiness of it was gangster. And the thing slid up and down perfect. I mean, no, like, fucking flew with it 2 times and it was gone.
What's the price point on that?
It's expensive. So people see it and then they're like, fuck what's in the bag. I want the bag.
Really?
Because I
That's
can resell the bag online and fucking
Did you get it
make a
stolen?
nut. Yeah, it got stolen
From where?
from my flight on American.
It was a check bag?
American is very cool, and they give you a fucking whole voucher, and they're like, "Tell us what's in the bag. We'll just cover whatever your fucking cost was." But yeah, it got stolen, and so I went to go buy another Ramo, and my wife's like, "Don't buy it. They're just going to steal it again." And apparently that's the deal because Ramo is having a hard time with business, I guess, right now because
Is it-
everyone just steals their fucking bags and resells
they
them.
stole your check bag.
They stole my check bag.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
So it's the dudes. I'm sure it's the dudes who probably work in ground control and like throw it off to the side.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it just didn't show up. So, but wait. So my point is this: I'm at a luggage store. I buy a cheap fucking piece of luggage, and then literally had to return it because it was so bad. So it's like, oh, I'll buy a cheap one, and who gives a fuck? But it was the straps to hold your shit in were elastic, so they don't really hold your fucking shit in. So I literally had to return it, and now I'm using I'm not even gonna say the price. Everyone's going like, oh really? That's a lot of money. I'm using the cheapest luggage you can buy.
$100
Okay.
bag.
May I
$100
tell you-
bag.
May I
Is that-
suggest go to Koreatown, go to our old neighborhood there.
Yeah.
Go to the Korean Mall. Get yourself is it a Samsonite that we got? And they give you a
Samsonite, yeah.
discount on
Mine
it.
doesn't even have a name.
I think good luggage.
It's $100. It's $100 32-inch roll-on bag.
That's a universal carry-on
Yeah.
size, I believe.
No.
32 inches, isn't it?
32 inches is
Okay.
the
It's
too
biggest
big, yeah.
you can check probably.
Yeah.
The biggest you can check.
Yeah, it's like
It's a
it's
big bag.
big. It's everything you're gonna put it's gonna weigh up to like 50 pounds. So wait, here's the point I wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at all this stuff, and there's this woman. By the way, when I bought my bag, as I purchased it, I went in front of her in line. I purchased it. I'm walking out with my bag, saying goodbye to everyone in the luggage store, and she said, "You're not buying that, are you?" And I went, "Yes." And she goes, "They break all the time." And I went, "I'm fucking walking out of the store. What kind of human being are you?" That's not my point. They had a product called You Go Girl. Do you know what You Go Girl is?
No.
Is it with P?
It is a vaginal cup
I
that
want it already.
into a funnel,
And you pee
so
in the
girls
car?
can pee standing up.
That's what I've seen these. I've been sent them before.
I want to say it's called You Go Girl,
yeah,
but
and you know what? There's like a sand in it, and then the sand absorbs your pee.
I don't know if that's what it. This was just. It looked like. It looked like another set of vaginal lips to go on your vaginal lips. That with a funnel. So if you're going to pee into a bottle, it could go perfectly into a bottle. You could
like
definitely
that.
pee into a bottle.
I'd like that.
Really?
Nice.
Well, there was one time Tom had a Chevy Malibu.
I remember that car. I got in that car for the first time. I was like, I really fucking like this car. And Tom was like, I could do better.
I did?
No. What? But I did tell you that one time, and you did say something about that car, and you were like,
He didn't like it.
you didn't like it, did
Okay.
you?
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
I love
Yeah.
that car.
Yeah.
Wait,
Any
what are you saying that I
noodles.
said? I don't
I don't remember, but I know that you said something.
One time I was driving in the desert with it, and I was lost and terrified. It was late
Yeah.
at night, and I had to pee so bad, but there was nowhere to piss. So I actually opened one of your cups that you had laying around, and I tried to pee while driving.
Oh, my God.
Impossible. impossible.
Well, yeah, you're a girl.
I know, but I thought I peed in a lot of cups and I peed in a lot of.
Did you
odd
just
places.
stop? Pull
Wait,
over
did you
and
put the?
Didn't
Did you put
pull
the
over.
seat?
I drove. I was still driving, and I just pulled my pants down and I tried to pee in the cup, but it did
So
not work.
what she's in essence saying is, and Houston wins the game.
Yeah, you got to feel pretty bad about that, San Diego. You were up by 14. Yeah. They came back.
So wait. So what in essence she's saying is that she peed all over the car.
You
I peed
in
a little bit on your seat. Yes, I
Babe,
did.
that's my prized Malibu.
Do you still have that car?
No.
What do you drive now? You don't drive like a Mercedes or something, do you?
Nah. I just got a new travel deal. I just signed my deal.
Shut up. Shut up. So, yeah, you go, girl. I gave one to Leanne. I was like, Leanne, do you want this? And Leanne totally doesn't listen to me.
What do you think Leanne finds sexiest about
Is
your
that
body?
me, you doing me right now? With your mouth open?
Bert, what do you think Leanne finds the sexiest about you?
Leanne doesn't find anything sexy about me.
I believe that.
I believe that. I know that.
By the way,
What did
I
she?
said I've been so appreciative to her today. Just saying, because I'm very happy. I'm very happy. For the past few years, I've been nothing but happy all day, every day, and I am extremely in love with her. And I don't cheat. I don't even disrespect her like I do on stage and stuff. But that's like expected.
But that's
like
fine.
I've been so appreciative of her. And you know what? Like I'll say stuff like, "I'm so lucky to have you in my life," and she'll go, "Oh, thanks, babe." Like not like.
all right.
I'm the lucky one. You know? I really don't think.
She doesn't say
Wow.
it back to you.
Not at all.
Why don't you take her for
Is she
romantic
still in there?
Yes.
I heard. I forgot that you have other guests here. Did you remember?
Yeah, I thought they were coming back.
I don't know.
Wait.
If I say it to Leanne, and she comes back here, she'll go, "Thanks, babe."
You know why, Bert?
Why?
You need to romance her and treat her like the goddess she is. Take her on a Santa Barbara weekend. Just you and Leanne, no kids. Have someone watch the kids, and you make sweet love to your wife.
Yeah, but wait, what
in a
would you?
manner that she likes it, not just suck my stuff and then that's it.
I don't even know how she likes it.
Exactly. You guys
You
need to
mean-
get away.
Do you
Fast
suffer?
and angry.
Do you suffer from whooping cough?
Are you hearing that?
This is every time I talk to you ever.
No, it's
No. There's something going on with you. Every time I talk to you on the phone, you go, "Oh."
Yeah,
I have been really clogged up. I got over a really bad cold. I'll tell you all
For
about
10
it.
years?
Yes. Yeah, I have asthma.
You always sound like this.
And I also have allergies, and I'm allergic to my own fucking dogs.
Good.
But will you
Yeah.
take her out, please? Will you take her away?
What is she talking to you about this?
No, I'm just suggesting it because I think I can tell she needs to spend quality time with you and reconnect.
She does. But let me tell you something. You know what she also needs is money. And as much as she wants me to stay home and connect with the kids and be there, she also wants me to work. Like she definitely, she's tough to please because if I take her out to, like I said, let's take the girls to Hawaii for Thanksgiving. Then we look at the price and it's a little pricey, and I say, don't worry about it. It's a family vacation. When we're dead, we're never going to miss that money, and it would be worth it to have this one experience when the girls are young and they're not like on their cell phones. And I go and she'll be like, yeah, but it costs $3,000 to fly her and the girls. It's like $900 a ticket. I only say that because anyone can look it up. But I'm saying, and she was like, I don't want to spend $3,000, and I go, don't worry about the money. She's like, yeah, but then the place we stay is going to be expensive. And I was like, well, yeah, but it doesn't matter. We'll have a great fucking time.
Yeah.
We'll never forget it. I know, but I can't enjoy a trip that's $5,000. And I'm like, well, I understand that because I'd rather not spend the money and stay here for Thanksgiving. But she doesn't want to do that. So I'm going to take
You know
her.
what you
It's not
do?
you and the
You know what you
kids,
do,
though.
though?
It's you and just Leanne. You can't do a weekend with just you and Leanne.
Oh, it's too complicated. We need someone to watch our kids, our dogs.
Oh, you're right.
And it's like our kids have schedules.
Who's going to watch the dogs if you
On the
take that trip?
weekends?
Fucking who knows? No one can watch that fucking dog.
Why don't you just do it? You know what you do?
What?
One night.
No, you buy those tickets and you reserve the hotel. And you do it all and you go, we're going. You just do it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I do stuff like that. I buy stuff without her knowing, and she gets really upset when I do that.
You know why though? Because Leanne and I are similar in that we're kind of raised poor and like kind of white trashy.
Yeah.
And we feel really guilty about spending money. Like my husband is always the one who wants us to have a better quality of life.
See, that's the difference. Is Tom could reserve a vacation, buy it, and go, we're doing it. It's okay. But then you feel comfortable with it because you don't know anything about the money. So you're like, well, if Tom said it's okay, then it must really be okay. I don't know anything about the money. I really don't know anything about our money. If she dies, I don't know our passcodes to get our fucking bank accounts. I don't know where our bank accounts are. I don't know anything.
Wait, but why do you assume I don't know anything about the money? Because I do. I look at our money all the time.
Wait, you just told me you didn't.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, Tom told me earlier that you don't know what you're talking about. So, no. But I just assumed Tom runs the money.
Why?
Because he's Tom, and the way his brain works is like, I remember when he was making fucking $500 a week, he's like, do you have an RIA? RIA?
Tom is very good with our money, you're right. And he does make a lot of the planning and decisions, but I feel like I'm
It's totally
abreast.
transparent.
Yeah, like I log in and I see our money and I know how much we have.
So
And I know what we
Tom
do with
died
it.
tomorrow, would you be able to know where all your funds were?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I don't. I think that's my point. Is maybe
Yeah.
I was trying to hope you were on my team. I always look at couples as like
You
you're
have to know.
either me or Leanne.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like I don't ever look at couples as like, oh, maybe you're not me, and maybe you're
But-
not Leanne. You're either me or Leanne. Like I said that to another friend of ours, another couple, and I was like, oh, because the girl, I always think the girl's like me.
Well, it's because you and I are like, but here's why the only reason that I don't let Tom do it all is because I have a crippling fear of him dropping dead and then me being in that position. Like, I actually always think about his death every day. Like, he's going to drop dead and then I'm not going to know. It's fear. Fear is my huge catalyst to doing stuff.
I hung out with a dude this weekend, and Leanne's like, I'm so glad you're getting to know him. And I was like, why? This is at a party? She's like, he runs our money. I was like, he does? She's like, yeah, Steve. And I went, I thought Jay ran our money. She was like, no, he does, but Steve runs our investments. And I was like, really? And then I looked at his name tag, and I read his last name, and I was like, that looks familiar, but it doesn't sound familiar. Then I heard someone say it, and I went, oh, shit, I've heard your name a million fucking times.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out with the dude, like bullshitting, and I didn't realize that's the guy that runs our money. Leanne totally takes care of that. I don't fucking
She does.
do a
she
thing.
She runs everything.
And she's good. You want to know what she's doing? She's on the Jay Leno plan. She heard that Jay Leno sacks away whatever he makes on TV,
Yeah.
puts it into account, and then only lives off his stand-up, so that's what she does.
Smart.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Fucking, I couldn't do that. I don't think I do that, to be dead honest with you. I think I fucking tear through as much money as I can.
Yeah, that's
I'm totally turning this off, Tom. I'm
Yeah,
watching you watch
You guys
TV.
are both watching two
I'm not watching
football
TV.
games.
it's not two
Tom's
football games.
No, there's two football screens.
Oh, screens, yeah.
There's two screens, but it's the same game. I'm not watching it.
Fucking kidding me.
So,
what? Wait, two screens, same game. You guys have been watching this entire time.
well, yeah, Tom
Yeah.
is that screen, I use that screen.
Are you fucking serious?
What's
Well,
so
yeah.
weird about that?
That is so lazy and ridiculous that you have two televisions so your buddy can look here and then you can.
Well, that's thoughtful. What are you talking about?
that's
called-
bananas.
No, it's not.
It's called being a man.
Oh my god, it's
This is what we
so
do.
wasteful. Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
This,
I
you gonna
can't
fart?
believe you guys are on the Leno planning. That's so crazy.
I want to do that.
I told you I
wanna
ran
do
into
that
Leno, right?
summer.
Huh?
I told you I ran into Leno
Yes.
shooting the first episode of Trip Flip. He just showed up, and all I said was, I was a comic. Fucking talked to me for 30 minutes
Was he
on
cool?
on camera.
Was he?
Coolest fucking guy in the world. The coolest fucking guy. I was
you-
blown away.
Do you believe that he really loves Mavis and that he's really faithful to her and stuff?
Yeah, I think he's one of those guys that
Mavis.
you don't think he does.
I don't know. I don't know him. I mean, I know he collects cars and stuff.
Yeah.
But do you buy that he's really like this super faithful, all-American, cool dude?
Yeah, I do. But I buy into the dream. I'm a romantic. You don't?
Is that a faux pas to say that, Tom? You looked at me like I was crazy to...
No, I think it was an interesting question. That's all. I just
don't buy it. I don't buy it.
No?
It's hard
Really?
for me to...
I think it's genuine from him.
Well, I
Yeah?
think
I think so.
I think what you're talking about is I think you run into so many people that are that famous that are so broken.
No, you know what it is?
Yeah,
It's
it is
that Christina has such a cynical view of traditional Americana, like
I don't
and
trust
American. She didn't have an American upbringing at all. That when people are like just like middle American, corn-fed American, she's looking
She doesn't trust
very,
it.
yes, very suspicious.
Yeah.
I don't trust. I shouldn't say this, but like I don't trust.
Blacks.
No, when people are like uber religious.
Well, yeah.
I, I never can put my finger on it because I have a lot of questions. Now I have faith and whatnot, and I wear the necklaces, but I don't. When people go, oh yeah, oh yeah, I just go like, sweet. You don't curse and you don't watch porn and you don't drink and you don't curse in front of your kids. Like you don't do any of that. I just don't get it.
I don't buy
it's
that
bullshit.
either.
I know. I believe
that's
it. Yeah,
bullshit.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with that.
Hypocritical.
Isla fucking. We've been taking her to brain camp. You know, it's this occupational therapist, but it's very interactive and it's working wonders.
It is.
Oh, you have no idea. This kid was a nightmare, and now she's like so manageable. Like her emotions, it's the same shit I have. And so when I go through and I can't find the right socks to wear to work out, and I can't find I have a weird thing about tactile shit, and if I can't find the right socks, I fucking lose my mind, and I start saying stuff like I'm gonna start punching walls, and Leanne deals with it because that's just who I am as a grown up, and she married it. But when you have that as a child, it's really difficult to deal with because they don't say stuff like I'm going to punch walls, and they won't. They just start punching walls. So we took her to this brain camp, and so we take her out of brain camp the other day, and it's Saturday, so I got to sit with her all day. I got to sit in the waiting room, and then just one teacher and her, and then we all leave together. We all get in the elevator. And I haven't spoken to this lady at all. She's been working with Isla for an hour and a half in the room. We get in the elevator, and it's a little awkward because we're all three there together for the first time. And I want to look like a good dad. And I'm like, so, baby, what do you want to get for lunch? And Isla looks at me and goes, I don't fucking know. And this woman went, whoa. I love it. And I went, and then normally I laugh in that situation.
Yeah.
But I couldn't because I was like, I go, Isla. But then Isla's looking at me like, normally this floors you. Why aren't you laughing right now? And I'm like, you can't talk like that. And she goes, but George, what? Dad? And I was like, Isla, shut the fuck up. You can't talk like that. And this lady's like, Isla, those are really bad words. And she goes, oh, frickin', sorry. And the lady's like, you can't say frickin', Isla. Oh, Isla's been a little bit of a...
I don't fucking know, really.
I don't fucking know. I told you my favorite one the other day was, we have 9 toothbrushes in our bathroom. And I go, that does it. Because I was getting sick. I go, this is it. Everyone grab their toothbrush. I'm throwing away everyone grab the toothbrush they use. I'm throwing away the rest of them. And Isla looks at me dead serious and goes, oh, we use different toothbrushes? And I was like, what? She was like, we have different toothbrushes? I've been using whichever one's dry.
Oh.
I was like, ugh. This kid's been deep throating every fucking toothbrush. Did you know that she wasn't wearing panties tonight?
No.
I noticed. But
I
she's
didn't.
been naked since the beginning.
Since the
we
beginning.
came over. Yeah,
It's
naked
tactile.
time.
She cannot wear panties.
Can I tell you, though, I do notice that she was way more... maybe she's just comfortable with us tonight.
Yeah.
But she seemed way more, expressive and great. She seems great.
This occupational therapist has done wonders.
Yeah.
Georgia has always kind of connected with you two, I think.
I
Or
love Georgia.
at
Georgia
least
loves Tommy.
when she found out you guys were coming, she goes, Tommy Buns is coming over? I think she has a crush on Tommy.
Of course, since she was very little. I think.
Yeah. But Isla's a weird... She's always been a little bit stand-up. She's been like you, like an alt kid who didn't trust anyone.
Isla's my girl, man.
Can I tell you, yeah, I think Isla and I have a special. I like her a lot.
That's my G. That's my OG right there.
She's great.
I tell you what Joey said. Dog, you're going to be knocking drugs and dicks out of that one's hand in high school.
For sure.
You're going to be knocking drugs and dicks out of that one's hands in high school.
For sure. Isla is
my
going to
God.
smoke cigarettes and try the drugs and have the boy. She's going to be so experimental and so fucking cool. I think she's going to end up being I don't know, the first female president, I hope.
She's an interesting
Or
child.
a rock star.
She's
gonna be
funny
really
as
cool.
shit.
Yeah,
She is really funny.
She is.
She doesn't know she's funny. That's what makes her funny. God forbid that she knows she's funny. I don't want to be around that because then she'll be doing it. But
Yeah.
she has no fucking clue. When we drove to Brain Camp on Saturday, she goes, I didn't know where we were going because I don't really drive there that much. You get on the 90, and then you get off on Culver. And that's what Leanne told me. She goes, You should be able to figure it out from there because you've been there that before. So we get off on Culver, and Isla, as I'm looking in the back, you can see her looking around my chair from her car seat, or like her booster, and she's looking around. And she goes, and then all of a sudden she lights up, and we get to the stoplight. And she goes, "I got it from here, Dad." And I was like, "You do?" And she goes, "Yeah. Go to the beach." And I was like, "Where's that?" She's like, "Look for the beach and go there, and then go up a hill. You're going to see a punch buggy. Take a left." I was like, "The fuck?" So I go to the beach. I go west, and then sure enough, there's a street up a hill. And I go, "Is this the street?" She's like, Yeah. Follow that car. They're going to brain camp." So we go up the hill, and we get up the hill. I swear to God, where I'm supposed to take a left, there's a fucking punch buggy. There's a beetle bug. And she says, we play punch buggy and gator bites. Hold on. Oh, God damn it. We play punch buggy in the car nonstop. So if there is a punch buggy that is parked at the same place all the time, you're not allowed to call that one out. So she knows there's a punch buggy that is broken down and sitting there, and she never can call that punch buggy. So she goes, "When you see the punch buggy, take a left." Isla is so bad at punch buggies that she made up another game called Gator Bites. Gator Bites are simply cars that were made like before everyone started mainstreaming things. So it looks where it's more boxy. It looks like the head of a gator sticking up out of the water.
Okay.
But no one could really put their finger on what it was because Isla couldn't explain what it was. And just out of nowhere, you'd be driving, you hear Gator Bite. And you're like, "What the fuck?" And we thought she did it simply because she was losing punch buggy.
Right.
But now when you drive with them in the car, it's like punch buggy, gator bite, punch buggy, gator bite. So are you guys gonna have kids?
That whole thing was to go there.
Yeah. Because that's how much fun they are. Punch buggy, gator bite. Take a left
I
at
had
the.
something else I wanted to ask you now.
Ask me.
It's driving me crazy.
Ask me.
I forgot it. The short answer to the kid thing is what does it mean to you? What if we didn't? Would that be devastating for you?
Doesn't matter to me at all.
Would that be weird?
I don't need you guys as kids.
Would you judge me?
No, I actually don't want you to have kids because I thought I did, but I don't because what would happen is if you had kids, you would then become friends with a new group of people, and I would be more like of a distant friend because I have older kids.
Oh, is that
Right.
what happens?
Yeah. You become friends with the kids that are your kids' age.
That sucks.
No, it's actually fun.
Really?
You get
it's
new
like
friends.
It's like fucking spring cleaning.
Yeah.
You get brand new friends that don't know anything about you, and then you get to feel them out, and then you find one that parties like you like to party, and then you're like, "Fuck yeah!"
Where do you think you'll move next?
We're nowhere.
You're gonna stay here?
The girls are having a temper tantrum. We want to buy a new house, but the girls are not fucking having it.
So
we're gonna stay here and for a while. The girls are like, we talked about buying a new house, and they're like literally melted down.
But where would you go? Where do you want to look?
In this area. This
Yeah.
area is fucking great.
Oh, okay.
I love this area. I don't have enough money to live down by the beach.
Yeah.
I saw that.
What?
I don't have enough money. I don't want to live in the hills because if you live in the hills, you live like really kind of a secluded lifestyle. You don't have like a neighborhood where you get to walk around. Like I walk around this neighborhood and I know all these people.
Yeah.
Like I walk around this neighborhood, it's fucking great.
Can I tell you?
You could live by the beach, by the way.
You could, yeah.
I totally could, but I don't
It's
think I have
the
enough
best.
money. I would want to live like a block off the beach. I don't have enough money for that. You got to have Daniel Tosh money. Wonder where he's living now. Same place? No? Do you know?
You don't want to say, you guys.
I don't want to say, jeez.
Wait, okay, whisper it. Wait.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I don't want to have any neighbors. That's the ultimate goal for showbiz. I don't
Really?
want to see them. I don't want to hear them. Yeah, because
I
we
hate
can
neighbors.
fucking hear our neighbors playing music, talking, smelling their barbecue. I hear people sneezing. It makes me want to blow my brains out. I don't
Really?
want to fucking see them. I want to be
Yeah.
just out in the woods, man. I want to get weird out there. I don't want to deal with people.
Pretty nice when you're out in the woods.
Yeah.
Leanne's got that house in Alabama.
I love like lakes. I love lakefront places.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh,
do
I think
it,
it's the
man.
best.
Something really cool about being like,
Weird.
oh, here's what I wanted to tell you.
Yeah.
So hopefully you close the door on your way out
Of
the house.
yeah.
You're not supposed to let the cat
The
out.
cat can't go out because there's packs of coyotes
Oh, yeah.
hunting
valid.
animals in the neighborhood right now.
Right.
Here's what's really creepy. is every day you see a new sign up for a missing cat.
Oh, Jesus.
And you just know that cat got eaten. And the other day, there's a new sign for new cat. I'm running around Georgia's school, and I smell dead animal. And I'm like, oh, and it's a half-eaten cat just in a front yard. Just half a cat just in the fucking front yard. And but what's crazy is I don't have the kind of brain that just goes, oh, we got to put Gus in the house. I have the kind of brain that starts fantasizing about a chupacabra like living in our neighborhood. So then like as I go for I'll go for a night walk tonight, I'll take Priscilla out for a walk, and I start thinking about this chupacabra hunting me because I see all these signs for like missing cat.
Right.
Almost like Lost Boys. Remember Lost Boys?
Yeah, I love that.
And they were
movie.
I feel like I'm in Lost Boys when I walk around the neighborhood.
What would happen if Priscilla got confronted?
Priscilla would fucking kill a coyote.
Oh, yeah. She's massive.
Yeah, she's fucking 130 pounds.
So big.
It's like, yeah.
Crazy size.
That's as big as the man with 130-pound scrotum.
She's the size of his ball bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the size of one ball bag.
Yeah, one guy. You didn't see that guy?
TLC.
No.
132-pound scrotum. He wears an upside-down sweatshirt on his ball bag.
I love what TLC is doing. Did you see the guy with the tree hands?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one of my most favorite
Oh.
things ever. I wanted to
So
soak his hands
sad.
and pick them.
No.
Your OCD.
I wanted to soak his hands and pick at them for hours.
You know what I really wanted to do with that?
What?
Just take a machete. And
Oh, no.
when he's not looking, just slice, just to see one chunk fall off. I would love to do that.
I have a huge fear of losing a hand.
Really?
Yeah,
That could
just
happen.
'cause,
that's
like,
a very reasonable fear.
Because I lost teeth a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
I get hit in the mouth with a baseball bat. Lost like 26 teeth.
You don't remember that story?
Yeah.
His dad was there, and
But who hit you with
My
the
dad
bat?
kept me in the game.
yeah.
He was like, "Buddy, you got to finish the inning."
With 26 teeth missing?
Shattered on my 11th birthday.
And wait, how did it happen though?
I was catching, pass ball. I took my helmet off, my mask off, grabbed the ball, threw the guy out at third, and the kid brought the bat back to hit me,
Holy
thinking he could break
shit.
up the play, and cracked out all my teeth.
These are all fake?
Everything you see is fake.
Wow. You'd think
And
they'd do
so-
a better job.
And so I've lost teeth like for no reason at all. Like just fucking. I remember I was at a party one time. This girl threw this little like piece of plastic fruit, and it just shattered the teeth down there. But it's such a weird feeling to lose something that's supposed to be permanent.
Yeah.
So it is
Yeah.
like losing a finger, or
I'd hate that.
like I used and I think sometimes just like to lose a hand.
oh my
Just be
yeah.
like, that shit was with me for a long time.
There was a dude I was at. Where was I? I was at the UFC, and what city was I in? I think it was Seattle. I went to the fights, and there was a dude. He looked tough as shit. Like just grill. He had tats on his face, tats on his neck, and he was with a few people, and he was wearing, like kind of like G shit, like oversized jeans,
Yeah.
white shoes, white socks up, and in his t-shirt he was missing both arms at the elbow. And just to see this dude like mean mugging people and have no arms, no hands
Yeah.
on either side. And I was like immediately just obsessed with this guy, dying to know the story.
Yeah.
Dying to and knowing like I knew you haven't been like this forever.
Do you think that's
know?
offensive to ask someone how they lost that shit?
Definitely.
Why?
Yeah, you're not. Yeah.
To approach a
Oh, because I
stranger?
guess then that brings up a bad moment.
Yeah, it's also just like it's none of my business, really. You know,
And they've
It's-
told the story probably so many
Yeah,
times.
that's the other thing. It's like
oh,
somebody
God.
asking you, oh,
What's it like
can you tell
being
me
a
a joke?
comic?
Like you
Yeah.
don't want to hear the
Oh,
same.
you think so?
I think. Look, I think some people with missing limbs would tell you differently. Like they'd have different opinions because they're like anybody else. But I definitely, this guy in particular, I wouldn't feel comfortable being like, "What's up with your no hands?"
Yeah.
Like, how'd you get that way?
Hey.
Give me 5. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
I don't think so.
Bart, when you're on a plane and people ask you, like if they don't know you from television and they ask you what you do you tell them the truth?
Yeah, always.
Always.
Yeah.
And you don't get annoyed with the questions like, wow, how do you do that? I could never do that.
No.
He loves talking though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
love talking about me.
That's true.
But I also.
But when they go like, so how do you do it? You're like, well, it's just something like it's just natural for me. I'm just I'm very engaging.
No,
I'm just talented.
I a lot of times will kind of like slur what I do, like downplay it, and be like I ran into this dude that was a top-ranking Christian official.
What?
It's really hard to explain.
There goes that
Like
cough.
he's a big.
right into the mic too.
Sorry, everybody.
The way he does that?
Yeah.
Every phone call. Every single time I talk to him.
So,
Seriously?
It's like an old
Yes.
dad. It's what dad
It used to be the throat clearing, and you're like, oh yeah, I don't know what the throat clearing. And now it's the cough.
I think it's because I got adjusted today.
You got
Adjusted?
chiropractor?
I got my chiropractor. He popped my shoulder like fucking hard as shit.
Can I tell you, you should give tomorrow. You should go online,
Yeah.
book the Hawaiian Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah, do it.
No, she'll
What?
be fucking pissed.
So what?
She'll
get over it.
She'll the whole time she'll be spending the whole vacation looking at money.
What, dude? You're
Go to an
okay.
all-inclusive and just pay it all off
You're
at once.
okay. You guys have
She's-
income. Like you already know you do. What's the fucking problem?
Dude,
Maybe she'd be better with it. I don't know. I'm calling her to send her out
pay it
here.
all off at once,
So wait.
Bert, so she can't see it.
Sadly,
There's
I
no
don't know where that money
passwords.
comes from. Yeah, I don't know how to get that money. Oh, I guess I'm calling me.
You're calling the house.
I'm calling the house.
All right. Enough.
Hey, come back here.
No.
Babe, come back. Are you with Christina and Trevor?
Yes.
Just all of you come back here.
Why? First, they don't want to be on the podcast.
See, this is
See?
exactly why I'm not booking that vacation.
Why?
It's
You
just-
just want to be on the podcast?
It's nothing, Leanne.
Different.
It's
nothing to do with the other thing.
on vacation.
just all right.
I am.
Never mind. It's fucking failing.
You should go on a vacation. Seriously.
All right, come back here if you get a chance. I would love to see you, and I would love to see them. And Trevor would like to be back here too. So come on back here, okay? All right, bye.
I love you.
So wait,
You're the best.
what was I just talking about right before then?
I don't know.
You were saying something. Oh, on planes. So I was with a top-ranking Christian official.
I don't even know
I will
what that
just say
is.
that. I will just say that. Let's just say he's a famous Christian person.
Ted
Okay.
Haggard.
Nope, I'm not going to say a thing. No, it was not him though, definitely, because I think that
Joel
would have been more
Osteen?
fun. No, I'm not going to say a fucking thing. Anyway, I am drinking Jack on the Rocks. It's
Okay.
like about 7 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And
7 in the morning.
this guy
How do you
feels
do
like he
that?
can loosen up because I need it because I
know.
have a hard time flying.
He's
and
like Lemmy
I've been
from
drinking the
Motorhead.
night before, and so this guy, this guy
over here.
this guy is like, what do you do for a living? And I was like, the second I said I was a comic, he was done. He was like, he's in. And he was like, man, I'll tell you right now, I got my faith and I believe in the Lord.
Oh,
And-
boy.
But like, you see these women in these skirts, there's no denying I'm a heterosexual man, that God made me. Like, and I'm just like, oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So then he's like, tell me what you do. Like, what kind of comedy do you do? And now I'm in. I'm like pitching
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
And this guy just
What do you
dirted
say?
it up.
What do you say when you go?
What kind of comedy do you do?
That
Here,
question
pretend you're on a plane next to
okay.
me. Okay, we're doing takeoff. Ready? Oh, fuck. Here comes the stewardess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Trevor. Hello.
Yes,
Is she
yes,
in a
yes.
microphone?
Wait, can I ask him
Here,
one thing
grab
before we
someone
interrupt-
grab the other mic.
before we
Dan
get?
Yes.
Kraker.
Okay. You're on a plane.
Yes.
Somebody you sit down. He goes, "Hey, what do you do for a living?"
Yes. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Guys, we're doing a scene right now, an improv scene. Okay?
Because I really want to know how Bert handles this.
Okay.
Okay.
God.
I'm going to be so real right
Smell
now.
like
Okay.
farts in here?
Tom's been farting.
Should.
Go ahead.
How's it going, man?
Hang on. If you're going to be honest, I should start the conversation.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
This is exactly how it goes. So you flying home, flying to work.
Work.
Oh, what do you do? Oh, fuck, I've already got myself into it. What do you do?
Work in construction.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to know
Nice.
the name of my company?
Nope. How long you going to be, how long you out for?
Just 2 weeks, a consulting gig.
Oh, that's got to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with DIY.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a comedian. I also have a TV show.
Really?
Yeah.
What kind of comedy do you do?
Storytelling, really. But yeah, storytelling. I've been doing it for a while.
You clean?
No. You know what? Look, here's what I feel like. It shouldn't be clean if that's not who you are, and I just keep it as much honest as who I am.
Leanne's already shaking her head.
Yeah. I tell stories about
I'm falling asleep.
Okay. Let's get real.
So is the construction consultant.
Yeah, the construction consultant just lit up because he heard TV show, and he's like, he did not ask about my comedy. He's like, what TV show are you on?
Yeah.
And then I say, oh, I'm on Travel Channel. I love Travel Channel. Do you? Yeah. What's the name of your show? Trip Flip. I've never seen that one.
Leanne, you're going.
Yeah.
Do you know you're taking a trip?
No.
Watch this.
You guys are going to take a trip
Okay.
in November.
Yeah.
You're going to Hawaii,
Yeah.
and you can't get upset about it.
Yeah.
He's buying the tickets, and he doesn't want you to get upset.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, it's too bad. I'm going to get really upset
Why would you get upset?
because I'm the money manager here.
But you can afford it. It's fine. It's going to be a great trip.
You think we can afford it? You don't process his shopping.
What kind of shopping are you fucking doing?
She says I buy hats.
How many suitcases?
You're.
can a man buy?
We're returning that suitcase. It's a piece of shit. See? Watch this. Leanne, what have I been saying to you all day today?
How much you love me?
Right.
Yeah.
And what has been your response?
I love you too.
No. Thanks, babe.
Well, I've said that as well.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, babe. I've said some of the most touching things I've said to anyone my entire life all day today, repeatedly, because I'm really having a great day. And I was like, baby, I love how much I'm in love with you. I said that, and Leanne just sits across from lunch at me and goes, oh, thanks, babe.
So were you baiting me then? Were you just
No.
saying it?
The
so I
correct
would say
response
back
is,
to
what do
you?
you want?
No, I wasn't baiting you at all. We were just talking about they believe that I don't know the right way to say this, but that I love you more than you love me. Is that it? No, wait. What was the conversation? Someone that was just listening to this text me.
It was
what was the
in your
conversation
head.
we had? We were saying that that Leanne. I care more about Leanne. Wait, you don't have a microphone in front of you anymore.
I said that you should take her on a nice
Hold
weekend
on.
getaway.
God damn it! I will rewind
That's
this
what I
podcast.
said.
No,
I said you should take her in somewhere nice, romantic, just the two of you.
romantic. That was it. It was romance.
Romance.
And you're like, I'm just saying, I love you all day.
No, I said there was a statement made that we had a conversation about whether. Now I feel like, you know what I feel like?
What?
I feel like I'm drunk and I'm fighting with a sober person, and you are simply weaving my story to get me confused. I feel like, look, they don't do
think you heard that in
DirecTV
your
movies.
We'll get to that in a minute.
We said, maybe I said it. Who fucking knows that Leanne could care less about me?
I don't know.
Like if I
Were you
disappeared.
listening to us inside?
Oh, this is what it was.
Thank you.
It was this.
Thank you.
It was this. He said, we were talking about, he said, if Leanne died tomorrow, I would have no fucking clue how to do anything. I would not know how to operate anything. And if I died, like besides the relief that she would feel,
She'd start sleeping better.
she'd feel. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Leanne would feel grief for a week, and then she'd be like, shit, this works out pretty nice.
It's from that $2 million policy I have on you. Yes.
Yeah, and
Oh,
and she would be like,
ridiculous thing ever.
when was the last time you had a solid night's sleep? When I was laying in bed next to you.
Well, not last night, but maybe the night before.
Leanne, will you take this trip and not get
No,
upset
she won't do
about
it.
Why not?
I know Leanne. She would rather, she is not the kind of person that could spend $5,000 on a vacation. No. I'm not throwing you under the bus. I decided with you, but I backed you up. If you wanted to take it, I'd take it in a heartbeat. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not
Now
throwing you
you-
under the bus. Now she's getting pissed.
Yeah, you fucked this up. And you made me. Yeah.
No, don't you fucking, the two of you are like fucking Ethel and the dude that she was married to. And I feel
Right,
like,
Mert?
yeah, and Leanne, I feel like Lucy over here, but I'm Lucy, and Leanne's the Cuban dude.
Well, because you didn't give us all the information. We didn't. But I still want Leanne and you to go away on. a weekend
Everybody
vacation.
wants you guys to
completely
take
in
a
a heartbeat.
Would you
Everyone
go away for a
knows.
weekend with just Bert?
Yeah, I'd love to go away with Bert for the weekend. That has nothing to do with it. It had to do with the other things in our life we wanted to do financially, and we made the decision that didn't make very much sense because it's one of the most expensive weeks to go to Hawaii. We decided that
is true.
together several days ago, and now all of a sudden I won't refuse to go to Hawaii because I won't let you buy a ticket.
Listen,
No,
I don't want to talk
hold on.
about your financial
No,
business.
hold on.
Maybe
No.
return one of the Bentleys.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Maybe.
Or one of those hats.
People
Everyone's
know
going to
that.
think I'm fucking rich. I'm not. Listen, Leanne, here's the deal. I did not say that. They said you should take her on a trip, and I said we were thinking about whatchamacallit, but I know Leanne, and it was $3,000 for tickets, and it was another $2,000 for a hotel, and you're like, I'm not going to enjoy it. And they were like, you should just book it, pay for it, and go, it's done. And I was like, I'm not going to do that because Leanne will not enjoy that. And they were like, no, you should. She was like, I'd love it if Tommy did it. And I was like, that's because Tom runs the money. And then she changed it. She's like, why do you feel like I don't know anything about money? And I said,
Do you know about our finances? And if Tommy did do that, I'd be like, oh, I could log in and see.
yeah. And so, but that was where the conversation started with. And then I said Leanne would not enjoy that trip. And then you guys were like, just do it. And then Leanne got in here and she's like, Bert's throwing me under the bus. I was like,
Man.
no, it was a conversation.
All I'm thinking is like his parents when he was a teenager must have just wanted to fucking blow their brains out when they were like,
Why?
what happened while we were gone? You're like, and then he said this. It's just, you're spitting.
I
Yeah,
feel
there's
like
so
I
many
feel
tweets
like
spinning right
I'm
now.
fighting
Like, I don't-
everyone right now.
No one's against
I feel
you.
like I'm fighting a bunch of ninjas.
Christine, Trevor, run! It's a straight to DVD moment.
It's happening.
Straight to DVD moment.
We had an
happening.
argument one night. Oh fuck! I can't even talk about it. It gives me douche chills.
It went
gives
on
you-
for
it
hours.
should make you uncomfortable with how belligerently you were against the idea
That this existed.
somehow straight to DVD movies were brought up in a conversation.
Oh fuck! Don't
Bert-
do not just look. You are allowed to broad stroke this. You cannot bring up things I said.
Okay,
No, stop it.
somebody decided that was an impossible business model that couldn't possibly exist and never existed. I'm not going to name names. I don't want to throw anyone under
Somebody.
the bus.
That person dug his fucking heels in the ground and decided that we were going to win this war come hell or come high water.
burned it down,
even if we
baby.
had to talk shit about our wives while they lay in bed.
He burned it to the ground. It
Fucking-
was hours long. Hours long.
I couldn't let go. I could not let
It
go.
was awful.
I was filled with rage.
Christine tried to leave. He
Why-
fucking hit her and threw her back to the chair and said, "No, you're staying."
Why did you pick this battle?
Honestly,
'cause he-
because Lorenzo.
Beer.
Lorenzo.
Beer and Lorenzo.
Beer and Lorenzo. Lorenzo would come over, and he was in a bad place at the time, and he would needle me until he found a fucking opening. And then once he found an opening, he would wedge it open and fucking drive into what was my ego, and he would that is exactly what happened.
Is that what happened?
That is what happened that whole time. You know that during that period, Lorenzo would come over and needle me.
Well, he would do that, but I don't know if that.
And that was
is that what happened?
I might have look. I almost got into another one the other day, like the other night, and Leanne said, "Is this a DVD straight to DVD conversation?"
Yes,
It was
you did.
it was a conversation between
Do
with
we
our
need-
with our.
we don't need- we don't need to
Hold
start
on,
it.
no,
Don't
I'm
start
gonna
it. Don't
fucking
start
talk
it.
about it.
Zip it. Don't start.
Our
Don't-
two
don't-
friends
oh.
are Asian, but not even like they're from Asia.
We'll
Like-
call them Matt and
Jennifer.
Landy.
Let's call them Tom and Sandy. So yeah. So Tom and Sandy, what? It's fine. It's it's a podcast. There's no time limit. The 3 hours, I guess, is what the limit is. We're at 2 hours right now. Wait, so let me tell you. Hold on, don't cut me off in the middle of me telling you why I almost spiraled. So, the conversation was she was saying that she speaks Chinese, but she couldn't understand some people because they speak in different. That is Chinese.
She
though.
speaks Cantonese, but she can't understand Mandarin.
Right, and she goes, it's a different
both
dialect.
Right.
And I said, oh. I said, well, what is like a dialect? Is it like... And they were saying, it's like an accent. I was like, well, yeah, but I can understand every English accent. There's no English accent that I can't understand. And they're like, yeah, it's like the same thing, but just a little different. I was like, do you have the same words? And they're like, no. I said, well, then that's not an accent. That's a different
Yeah.
language.
Right.
She goes, yeah, but it's a dialect. And I was drunk, but I was, and Leanne could see me going to get the shovel to dig the spiral hole and get the pack, and I was like, but wait, because I can't let go logic, like just the logic of like explain what like don't just go, well, it's the same thing, but it's a different language. Then I start spiraling and going, it's not. What I'm hearing is dialect sounds like it's a different language. Because accent, we understand what Leanne's saying.
It was a bad suggestion of her on her part, right? To say accent. It's really not about.
Well, at one point
accent.
she did stop me. She goes, English is not my first language. I can't believe you're arguing English with me." And I was like, okay, good
And then
point.
she said,
good
"Bert, you're
point."
scaring me. Please stop."
But then I stopped. I did stop. I did not get into it. I've gotten so much better with that. It comes back to that rage conversation with people on stage. There was a time when I would feel attacked on stage and rage would well up, but now it does not. And I'm like, there's no rage in me. Whatever has to happen. People will want you to light someone on fire when they heckle. I don't light them on fire.
Yeah.
I let it happen.
Yeah.
I go, "Good night. I think you're going to leave now. I think that's how it's going to work. I
Yeah.
apologize. I wish it had worked out better." But but yeah, the whole point of this conversation is there were a few people that decided for a short time period to make straight-to-DVD movies, and they are now out of business with video on demand. And we will never hear from them again. And had I had this conversation 10 years from now, this would fucking be moot point.
It was only 10 years ago, I think.
It was like 5 years ago. Georgia was born. Otto was born. We were in the new house, in the new apartment. It was like 5 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. You want to argue about
For the
time
record,
periods?
Still a thriving straight-to-DVD business.
Is there really?
There is, honestly.
Really?
Yes, especially kids' movies. If you ever go to Target and you stand at the checkout at Target and there's literally just racks of movies there, that's all straight
How
to DVD.
Big, there's a
stuff.
big urban market too.
50 Cent. No, in all honesty,
Yes.
50 Cent. That's all he makes, or he makes
a lot of
millions
straight
every
to
year
DVD.
making straight to DVD movies. And they ask him about it. He says, "I don't need to do."
No, I'm
I
not
don't
arguing
need
with
to do
anyone,
other
Leanne.
stuff." He's like, "I make so much money because I own these things as well." He goes, "I get paid $1 million to do it, and then I'm a half owner in it. I don't need to."
Really?
I'm pretty up on what 50 Cent's doing in his business.
I was talking to someone the other day who was saying that you could make a ton of money if you made $1 million movies. If you made $1 million movie, you could make nothing but money. You will always make your money. Yeah.
Movies, that Blumhouse
Yeah.
horror movie company.
$1 million movie. He's like ensemble cast, one location. That's all you need. If you can figure out an ensemble cast, one location, fucking tons of money to be made.
Okay, group of people in a man cave for a podcast.
I know.
Oh shit. We could totally do a movie in a. I told the movie I wanted to do with Joey and Ari and Duncan and you and Joe and Bush. I wanted us to take over. It was a movie about. What was the movie about? About the strip mall. You're not on a microphone. There was a cupcake store in our strip mall next to us.
Yeah.
And it was going out of business. And I was like, what if they... Okay, all right, let's wrap it up, guys. Sorry.
I mean, can I say that I
Well, don't.
personally I don't want to be in this movie.
And don't tell the movie on your podcast.
Well, luckily, Push cut me off.
Look, here's what's important.
Push cut you off and Tom backed out of the movie. So
Here's
it's not going well right now.
Here's what's important. Seriously, we had a great dinner. This was a lot of fun.
Dinner was amazing.
It was
Thank
really
you.
fantastic.
Yeah, thank
Fun
you.
than anything else we did today.
We got to spend time. We got to spend time with Leanne and
Aww.
Christine, Trevor. You were here, but we got to spend time with everybody. And Christina and I are doing some live dates. We're doing Columbus, Birmingham, Nashville, Charlotte, and Atlanta, and San Francisco.
What are you in Columbus?
It's 27th. You're there too.
Yep.
Same day.
Great.
We're in there the same day as Bert.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, definitely come to our show.
You should charge that shit to the game, just like my new podcast.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
No, I'm really glad I cooked you guys dinner and then promoted your show in Columbus. I can't wait.
Don't forget to listen to Your Mom's House.
On iTunes.
Guys, I actually want you to unsubscribe to your mom's house and leave a negative comment and charge it to the game. Really? I'm going to go to a podcast for sports? Didn't Bert have this idea 6 months ago?
He's comparing.
I wanted to do a Monday night. You know what? I'm not going to pitch anything to you fucking assholes because I get shot down. This movie, this podcast should be called the Bert Kreischer Downward Spiral, where I just feel like Tom farts, then he leaves to take a shit.
It's really hard to shit in your laundry room.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Kind of like knees to the wall.
Yeah.
Knees to the wall.
A lot of work.
At least you flush. It's bad.
And if
Oh, and it's right next to the kitchen.
I said, Georgia dropped a growler tonight.
Yeah.
And she flushed it, and then I said, you should go in to the living room and go, Tom, I just took a dump. You want to take a look? And then she looked at me real serious. She goes, but I already flushed it. And I went, it's a joke. She goes, I don't get it. And I went, all right, don't do it. Don't worry about it. And I just walked away. I was like...
Just left her feeling badly about not getting the joke.
Yeah, I was like, fuck. This podcast is going nowhere quick. I feel like I'm on fucking getting interviewed by Savannah. All right.
Wait, am I Savannah?
Bert, we love you.
No, I love you guys too.
Leanne.
Does everyone... Trevor, do you have anything you want to plug?
Yeah, Soup Investigates on E. October 2nd, I think we premiere. There we
Pierce,
go.
anything to plug?
I don't know, do I?
I don't know, do you?
Wait.
Coming March 2014, Baby Girl.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Are you fucking serious? You're pregnant? Shut the fuck up. Congratulations. Holy shit. Holy shit. Wait, did you know?
Yes, that's why I was in the house with them the whole time. Telling them about it.
Talk in a microphone if you're gonna fucking share this shit. Hopefully everyone just heard that.
I shared it on a microphone.
You did? Oh my god, that was fucking... Shut up. Congratulations.
Because we love you, we did it on the podcast for you.
Wait, can you? I'm so happy for you guys. That is such a big fucking deal. Into the microphone, if you could.
Sorry. Beginning of the second trimester.
Whoa!
Oh my god, that's
so
fucking.
exciting.
If you get pregnant now, you guys can be friends with them
Yeah.
and just hang out with them and do pregnant
Are you
people
pregnant
shit.
too?
Into a microphone, Leanne. God damn, shut up. That's fucking. I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
God.
It's really exciting, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you know what you're having yet?
Yep.
What do you have?
She said
A girl? I didn't. I just heard pregnant.
Yeah, they didn't tell early.
Yeah, they give it directions out of the uterus and they get lost.
Oh, shut up.
Nothing. Nothing. You're really gonna give me nothing on that? Just not a courtesy fucking laugh? That's more like it. Thank you. That's fucking awesome, Pierce.
Hey.
When did you find out?
We've known for
Into the mic. Into the mic. Into the mic. Into the
Oh,
mic.
sorry.
July.
Really?
Yeah, but you have to get all the tests and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So we just found that out last week that we're having a girl.
Can I talk about you at all?
Yeah.
Like about all your past and stuff? And why this is so special?
Sure.
So I just think it's so monumental. And are you cool with this? But like, you got diagnosed with cancer,
Thyroid cancer.
Thyroid cancer.
Cancer light.
cancer light, and you were at the time were trying to get pregnant. You weren't getting pregnant, then found out you had cancer, and you went through all the chemotherapy, and you had to be secluded.
I didn't actually. I had the surgery that they just took out my whole thyroid, and I chose not to get the radioactive iodine, which is they don't do chemotherapy for thyroid cancer unless it's the bad thyroid cancer.
Talk really close to the mic, by the way.
Sorry.
So it was you were going to have to be quarantined.
So I was going to have to be quarantined if I got this radioactive iodine, and then I wouldn't be able to even try to get pregnant for a year. But we chose not to do that because my thyroid was totally removed, and they think that they got it all. So health-wise, I'm good. But a couple months after I got the thyroid surgery, then I found out I had fibroids that were basically taking up all of my uterus, so we couldn't have a baby. So then I had surgery on that last year, this month, and then that was obviously successful because we're having a baby girl.
How fucking cool.
That's great,
You rolled the
guys.
dice
That's awesome.
and you fucking did it. That was a big deal because I know you guys were really wanted to get pregnant, and then all that shit happened, and it was like, and I just thought you guys would be the couple that Trevor just would go gray and write a book, and you'd collect cats. No, I'm kidding. No, but
that's still the plan.
But
Just
that's
with a
really
baby girl.
that's really fucking awesome. I'm so happy for you guys. My favorite line when you were going through the cancer, by the way, was Lorenzo rolled into Thanksgiving and huffed and puffed, and he goes, "How long is she going to milk this cancer shit?" And we were like, "You just got diagnosed, I think. And we were like, give it a week, Lorenzo.
Maybe let her get the surgery. Yeah. Maybe see how things work out.
Let her beat it first.
Yeah, probably if you quizzed him now, he wouldn't get that it was thyroid.
Does Lorenzo
cancer
know that you're
it-
pregnant?
No, he doesn't.
Oh.
But luckily, he doesn't listen to this podcast. So.
Should swing by and tell him.
Oh, that's fucking great. Oh, well, that's a great way to end the podcast.
Yes, that's the best news, guys.
Congratulations.
That's the best
You guys are
news.
gonna be great parents. You're great normal people. So
Thanks.
people like you.
Is there
we're gonna go batshit.
is there any possibility that you're due September 27th or October 1st and 2nd when we're doing our tour in
If it's in Columbus, then
yes.
possibly I
Wow.
could be.
You could be
around
due
that
then?
time.
Interesting.
But it's still all kind of up in the air.
because the second we're in Charlotte and then the 6th in
Oh.
San Francisco.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't
All
know.
those times
All
could
those
work.
times.
what about
knows October 2nd in Charlotte is
Yeah.
equal to mid-March in LA.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Wait, what's your Twitter, Trevor?
Go for Trevor. GOFOR Trevor.
Okay, so now I'll find out who are the diehard listeners that are stuck around
Still listening.
at 2:14 into the podcast.
Oh, shit.
And and sadly, you guys are just going to come to their show in Columbus and be like, congratulations on Trevor and Pierce. But everyone wish Trevor congratulations on Twitter, and I'll know
It's
that you're a
amazing.
hardcore, that you listen to the podcast.
Yeah, listen, don't give him a follow, but send him a congratulations.
Don't give him a follow.
Congratulate him. That's nice.
Oh, what a great way to end this. Why wouldn't you tell me that shit when you walked into the door and let me spiral a little bit?
You're in the middle of the vacation talk.
Way to go,
Yeah.
Tom.
You told me when she gets in here, why don't you pitch it to her?
I was like, Tom, do it soft. And you were like, hard sell. Oh, don't pitch the bitch, you said. And I was like, what?
Okay, I'm definitely listening to this podcast and see what the hell is true and what's not.
All right. Perfect way to end the podcast. What do we know what we're going to name her?
No. Bertrude?
I'm in. You know, I pitched Bertrude to Georgia, and she got offended. She was like, I'm not Bertrude, I'm Georgia. Do you remember that? I got her the email, bertrude@me.com. Oh, I just gave my email out. Fucking shit. Fuck. I got the... no. I got... God damn it.
I was just going to say, why is he saying
God damn it. I got... Well, you know what? Let's find out how many followers we have. I got the email, and I got it for Georgia, and I said, I got you an email. And I told her it was Bertrude, and she got really offended. She goes, I'm Georgia, you're Bertrude. And I was like, no, I'm Bert. I got it because you're like me, but a girl. She goes, I'm not going to be Bertrude. Get Georgia. I'm not giving Georgia's email out. But yeah, so that's... All right, guys.
Ridiculous.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
So, no, well, you haven't listened in a while, I guess.
What?
We do a song.
Hey, we got to go.
No, let's do a song. It's just a real quick improv song. Just recapping the podcast. I'll start it off, okay? All right? Just go around, and all you got to do is rhyme it. You haven't been listening?
No,
This is like
yeah.
the biggest thing on my podcast.
No, yeah.
All right, here we go. Here we go, okay? Oh, it looks like we're recording. Great episode with Push and Tom.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. You got to rhyme it with Tom.
Okay.
And same, like, structure.
Oh, having a bad time now. I wish this house were bombed.
All right, Pierce? Trevor?
What a great way to end the podcast. Christine's going to be a mom.
Don't think you're getting out. Go, Push. Leanne, actually, you're next, I think.
No.
No, she...
I can't rhyme with mom.
Come, Push.
Take us home, Push.
Let's keep this home.
And then Tom farted, and it smells like your mom's house podcast. Download it on iTunes. and listen to
.com.
And just remember when you're in Columbus. Thank you, guys. It was a great time. Thank you. I love you guys.
We love you guys.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.